Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's actually Wednesday this time. On Monday I said happy Wednesday because I'm so used to streaming on YouTube on Wednesdays. Let me just send my notification in Discord. There we go. For all my Discord baddies, there is the Discord notification. How is everyone doing today? To all my lurkers who are like, hey, I'm gonna be in here but lurking, thank you so much. Love you. Enjoy your lurk. Hope that work or reading or whatever you're doing in the background goes well. I didn't know what to expect, but my expectations were in hell. I mean, like, to be honest, at the end of the series, like, I was like, it's not that bad, but I had higher expectations based on the hype. Redwood Crafts, welcome in. How's it going? Lovely. Yeah, it's not too bad, Simi. It's not too bad. Like, and I feel like book 3 and book 4, or book 2 and book 3 get like really, really strong. And then book 4, like why? No thank you. Didn't need this. And then book 5 is really good too. Do I need to read this? If you have a high tolerance for like it's good, don't get me wrong, but I was just expecting it to be like super life-changing based on like the vibes. And there were definite, like, I felt like every book suffered from the same thing, like in my personal opinion, where like the first like 1/3 to like 1/2 was so hard to read and boring, and then like the latter half or the latter thirds of the book or whatever were so good. And like obviously like it can't be like non-stop action the entire book, like that's not something that like happens, but I don't know, I just felt like there was like a lot of like really strong writing towards the end and like weaker writing at the beginning. Oh, you've read the Hockey Werewolves, Christine. Okay, if you've read Hockey Werewolves, then it's not that bad. Don't ever do that to 4, Simi. Don't ever say that again. No, never. Pancolino says, guys, I just got my letter. I've been accepted to a pretty good high school. Let's go. I already ruined my image in the class. Wait, how? You haven't even gone yet. I mean, congrats on getting accepted though. I hope that everyone like is chill about like whatever happened. I hope that everything turns out okay. We're gonna be playing in our OneBlock world today. Hold on. Oh my gosh. See, we were talking about books, chat, and that's the thing that we always talk about, and then I get completely off track. I'm currently on chapter 21 of Onyx Storm. That's the one that I'm reading right now. It was my turn at the library finally. And I'm trying to take it slow, but I'm also trying to like speed read at the same time because like I really want to know what happens. I've seen some like spoilers online that I'm trying not to like remember. So I just really want to be like at the parts where those things have happened. Yo, Naptime, welcome in. Oh my gosh, I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching the VODs while you crochet. That is so awesome. What book series are we talking about? We were talking about Aquatar. Simi is reading it for the first time right now. But I will say, like, realizing in Akatar's like favor, I didn't realize that like books like that were really like a thing. Like, I don't know, I'd been so disconnected from reading, so like I will give Akatar like the credit that like that book series made me realize that there were more series like that are like good and like fun and fun to read and stuff like that, and like got me back into reading. So I will give credit where credit is due. You know, the fairy the face smut, well, it's not that much smut in Akatar, but God forbid the pregnant werewolves have a hobby. True, Venus. One of my old classmates will be my classmate again in my old school. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that it goes better though. Hopefully you'll be able to make some like new friends and, you know, find new people that are there for you that like want to be friends with you. You know what I mean? I was always like really nervous about like new school or like, you know, are things gonna happen as well? But usually it ended up turning out better than I'd hoped for. But here we go. Let's just go ahead and grab all of our crops. So today I want to focus a little bit on upgrading our base. I want to decorate. I want to fix the OneBlock like platform thing. I want to redo the farming platform as well. Because now that we have nether access, I feel like we could go get a bunch of coarse dirt. And then it will be like so much better for us to, or I'm sorry, a bunch of gravel to make coarse dirt so we can like duplicate our dirt, and then we'll have a lot more to work with. What is going on in this house? Anyways, but also last time, if you guys weren't here, I moved our villagers. So all of the villagers that were in here, they now all have their, oh look! Oh my gosh, what an angel baby. I moved all of our villagers over here and I've started trading with some. So we've got some like Fletchers and we've got a bunch of other villagers as well. We have renewable diamond tools, except for the hoe, which is fine. We can make our own hoe. And then we also have armor somewhere. There's an armorer. So we do have full diamond armor now. And our tools have been upgraded a little bit since we could finally afford to. But the one thing that we were doing as well was working on an enchanting table because I have 53 levels to use. So I want to enchant before we go into the nether to get some coarse or some gravel to make coarse dirt. So the only thing that we'll have to do is probably chop a couple of trees before so we can get some emeralds so we can buy our bookshelves. Although we did finally get sugarcane. But we only have this much. I literally only got one out of the chest and we were able to make 5 with it by the end of the stream. But how's it going? I hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. Like I said, I've been busy this week. I had some appointments this week. I had to get my passport photos taken. I've been studying all week. Oh my gosh, chat. I feel like I have made some real strides this week on my progress with like my language learning. Now, I mean, I won't say that I'm fluent, but my partner and I have been speaking a lot more in Dutch at home. So like I feel like I'm getting more confident. My vocabulary is improving. It was already pretty good, but now it's like coming a little bit easier, if that makes sense. Yeah, I've been doing a lot. This week has been so busy for me. And of course, you know what happened, chat? Yesterday, randomly, a Hello Kitty update, you know, dropped just randomly. I didn't know that this was coming yesterday. Apparently they announced it in the Discord. I'm not in the Discord. Had no idea. And Infinity Nikki came to Steam, and my friend is like obsessed with Infinity Nikki. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I've already played for 6 hours. I installed it on my Steam Deck so I could play in bed. And now I have to pull for these outfits that are so cute that I need the outfit, chat. And I'm not spending any money, but I need the outfit so bad. So I have to grind. I have to grind so much. You managed to get to the end portal stage on the OneBlock. Ishni, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. I hope that you're ready for the Ender Dragon. Will this be your first time doing the Ender Dragon, or is this going to be just like your first time in OneBlock? That's so scary. Chibi, nice to see you. Bumble, nice to see you. How's it going? Nacha and Tiger. Hello. Elise, hello, Elise. Riss as well. Nice to see y'all. Oh, also you guys might hear my dog a little bit more today. I apologize. It's been so warm here that I'm streaming with my door open, so I'm so sorry. If he's bad, I will just mute, but otherwise we're gonna have to just hear the sounds, and I apologize. Anyways, okay, let's put away our crops, and we'll keep that one sugarcane on us, and let's go and chop down some trees. Infinity Nikki is dangerous. I spent so much on the old version years ago. No, you told me too late. You told me too late. I'm already in. It's actually been so fun though. It's so cozy, and like there's just like fun little like missions, and you can like walk around the world and like catch bugs and fish and stuff. It's been super sweet. Like I like silly little like fun cozy games like that. Yeah, no, for real. It's also so pretty. The graphics are incredible, and like the photo mode is incredible. I don't know if that's new or like just extended, but it's amazing. This week's been awful to me. In 2 groups, my team erased my part of the work. What? That's so horrible. Do you have any like backups of your part of the work? I don't know how that like works or how you contributed it, but if you have proof, that would be like they can't just like throw you out of the project. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure this is my first time beating the Ender Dragon, period, but I'm not ready yet. That's fair. That's fair. Always go in ready whenever you feel ready, you know? And also, the big thing about the Ender Dragon is don't underestimate the importance of potions. You know, if you have slow falling potion stuff, which is like I think phantom membranes and awkward potions, definitely make some before you go to the Ender Dragon, because that can really make the difference between life and death when she like throws you up, because she is sometimes not a nice lady. I got into my dream college. I found out just 2 days ago. Yo, Phoebe, that's amazing. Congratulations. So many people are getting good news for their schools. I'm so proud of you guys. That is awesome. I'm diving into chapter 14. Enjoy, lovely, enjoy. I want live updates in the book club channel. Whenever you get to the parts, you'll know which parts they are after you read them. I want live updates in the book club channel. I want to know your thoughts. We need to discuss. I was like VIP 12 when I quit 7 years ago. I can't try the new one. It hits too good. My wallet will cry. Oh, yeah. See, I just started. I'm like level 10. I've been having fun. It's been fun. I know that about myself that I have FOMO really, really bad. So I'm just trying to tell myself that this is just a fun thing that we will do for a little while to see if we like it and can control the FOMO parts of our brain that tell us that if we do not get that outfit, we will perish. Andrea, welcome in, welcome in. I just joined. How long has the stream been going on? 16 minutes. We've been live for 16 minutes. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Where did, oh, okay. There's a bunch of stuff over there. I was about to say, like, where did all of my spruce saplings go? Had to pause the download. Are you downloading it on Steam? Has anyone else's Steam downloads been like taking all the internet from their entire block? I don't know what happened. Oh, why are those spruce saplings? Hello? I thought I put oak saplings there. I am so silly. Anyways, but I feel like my Steam has been absolutely like eating the download speed of like the whole neighborhood's internet. I'm gonna draw as I watch. Yeah, enjoy, Whisper, enjoy. Chat, I recently have started, well, I haven't really like super started yet. I've kind of like danced around it. I have been wanting to follow some like watercolor tutorials online, like on YouTube, so that I can get better at like painting and stuff and like feel like I have more like brush control and stuff with like my Apple Pencil and like Procreate. We'll see how it goes in like 6 months. In 6 months, I feel like I'm gonna be so good. And maybe none of the art will be like my original idea, but I'm going to be really good at following the tutorials, chat. I know it. I know that I will be. That's at least my goal. It's just to be good at the tutorials. Yeah, I'm getting through Steam. Yeah, I've had such trouble with Steam downloads lately. Ari said, I've had the worst week ever. I quit my teaching job this week because my principal gaslit me. No, oh my gosh. I'm autistic and I didn't realize I was lied to until a coworker pointed it out to me. I'm gonna miss my kiddos. Oh my gosh, I don't blame you for leaving a position where you're like being lied to, especially by, you know, like the people you're supposed to be able to trust. That's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you are able to find a new position that has a lot more respect and more honest intentions very, very soon. I'm so heartbroken, but it didn't feel wise to keep working for someone like that. I agree with that 100%. I've definitely left jobs before for like terrible bosses or like shady management and stuff before. So, I mean, it's not directly the same thing. I feel like a lot of people who are teachers are teachers because they like love working with kids. They love education. They have that like passion for it. And definitely not completely the same, but I feel like it's definitely like in your best interest to always like look out for yourself in that way. You know what I mean? Welcome back, Chibi. Welcome back. Chibi, I saw in the Discord you've been breeding some horses of varying speeds. How is the horse breeding going? In Minecraft, chat. In Minecraft, not in real life. Well, maybe Chibi breeds horses in real life. I don't really know. Vaughn, welcome in. People don't usually quit jobs. They quit bosses. So real, Witching Wild. So real. A good boss can really make you stay at a place that maybe isn't like the best place, but has like really, really good vibes. Oh, 1000%, Ari. I agree with that. And that just appears to be like a theme, not to like get too, you know, too open about that kind of topic on my stream, but like that appears to be like a real theme that the US is like taking, like a direction that they're going across the board, and it's like very, very scary. Like I'm originally from there. Like it terrifies me to see like how bad it was before, and now like with the current vibes and the current things that are happening, I'm horrified. It's going okay, slowly getting a few 14-speed horses with decent jumping. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I bred a few earlier that were worse than the parents, so I killed them. Once they grew up, of course. I didn't kill them when they were babies. No, you're good, Ari. You're good. I just like in my personal life, I talk about this stuff a lot, but I know a lot of people use the stream as like escapism from like how borked up the whole world is. TM. So I try not to bring it up too much, but I'm actually like super aware of those things in like my personal life, and I try to do my best for voting. I do my best for, you know, doing things with the community and trying to put my dollars in the right places. Does that make sense? I just don't normally bring that into the stream because I know like a lot of people don't want to talk about those kinds of things, you know? Sorry, not to interrupt the current topic, but I was wondering if I could join the Discord. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, if you are not in the Discord and you want to join, !Discord. Hi, Danny, welcome in. And Hazel Heels, oh my gosh, why are you awake? Isn't it super late where you are? Why are you awake? Not to mother you. But good evening, welcome in, hope you're doing well. All right, hello. Would you like to help me make money? Are we just people who make money? Thank you, you're very kind. And also, you're very beautiful. You're such a beautiful woman. Was there anyone else who wanted to help me make money? You wanted to help. I heard you say that. It's almost 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, have you already slept then? Or are you still up from the night? No, you're totally good, Ari. You're totally good. I don't mind. You slept. Okay. Anyone else really hungry right now? I kind of want a sandwich, but also yogurt, granola, and honey. That sounds amazing. I just had dinner. Chat, I feel like I always make pasta on Wednesdays because it's like so fast before my stream, but I had pasta tonight. But tomorrow I'm having veg with, I think, steak, because we got steak on the discount this week, but I have to cook it tomorrow. Like, it's not going to be good for much longer. The horrors persist, but so do we. Yes. Speaking of momming, my husband joked that I was joining a cozy Minecraft stream to mob complaining about learning to play for their kids. I said that would be the case if I started my own stream. Isn't that like so sweet though? I love the idea of like learning how to play so that you can play with your kids and teach them. I love that so much. That is like such a sweet thing. I just had lunch, barbecue chicken sliders. Oh, that sounds amazing. I hope they were delicious. Yes, hello. Hello, everyone. Wait, I would like to help help you get sticks and help me get money. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. That was very kind. Oh, and you can get sticks again? Okay, well, that's wonderful. Oh, okay, never mind. You can get sticks very long. And oh, you can get sticks though. Oh my gosh, you guys love sticks. Are you planning to do a Skyblock video in the future? I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back to making videos regularly. Because I'm kind of like on a break right now. I'm just doing these like fun little like OneBlock streams as like part of the like my break time stuff. Oh, wait. There we go. Enchanting table. Let's go. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like 100 days in Skyblock though. How far are we? We are on day 77. So if I did 100 days in Skyblock, I feel like I did not make that much progress, to be honest. It's very lopsided as well. What's your favorite cooking of steak? Mine is medium rare. I like mine medium, but I will say until like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I only ate steak well done, which I know is like a travesty, but I didn't eat meat for like so many years that like when I came back to it, like the thought of having any like pink, like my brain knew it wasn't raw, but like I couldn't stop thinking it was raw. And then like my mouth didn't want that, you know what I mean? So I had to like work up to it over time. I've always wanted to visit the Netherlands. Do you have any idea of things that I should keep in mind, like learning the language? I mean, like most people in the Netherlands do speak English. If you're just coming for like a short visit, if you're coming for like a longer visit, I would definitely learn some. Like definitely like learning things about like train schedules or like public transportation, food, like that, like the basic stuff you'd learn for like any country. Yo, Manita, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome to Mom Crafting, the Minecraft channel for tired adults who just want to be cozy but have to go fight a dragon. Wait, that is such a good channel though. I bet you'd have a lot of folks that would be like relating to that. That's a good channel. I feel like I follow someone on Instagram that's also like a mom craft type person. For a trip we just booked flights to, I have a layover in Amsterdam, which I find weird since I'm visiting Ireland. That is a little bit weird. The last time I flew to Amsterdam solo, I actually laid over in the UK. So you would think it would be the other way, but I guess it depends on like the flight lines, you know? Okay. There we go. We got one. All right, where are we going to put this enchanting table? Where are we going to put this? Where are we going to put the setup, chat? I feel like we have to do it in here. But that means that this means a few things. This means a few things. We're going to need to grab the buckets. Oh. We're going to need to grab the lava. Okay. And we should probably also move the animals. But I'm afraid to move these animals in with the chickens. Because there were a lot of chickens in here that have flown to another coop, let's say. Let's say flown to another coop, chat. Oh, it's for the return flight. Oh, that's interesting. I love your vids. Yo, Ashley, welcome in. Nice to see ya. Anyone else swamped with finals, or is everyone else more responsible than me in studying instead of watching a stream? I mean, you could study while you watch the stream, but I personally have to study in silence. Otherwise, I don't absorb anything. I cannot study with like anything with words on. But I study a lot of the time with like a lo-fi or like covers of like my favorite music. I have like a piano covers or and a lo-fi covers of like all of Taylor Swift's song playlist that I like play. Hey, what is going on over there? There's nothing happening, buddy. Let's just go this way. Ocelots. Ocelots this way. Sorry, chat. Dorito is he's feeling a type of way. Gonna lurk while I'm at work? Yeah, no problem, Caitlin. Val, welcome in. Welcome in. As for like places to go in the Netherlands, definitely if you want to see like stuff that's like historical, like Amsterdam, like Rotterdam, The Hague. Those are also all like really, really good places to go. But if you're, it depends on when you want to come. If I would suggest, if you really want to have like a good Netherlands experience, you got to come when the tulips are blooming, and that's usually late April. Late April, like there's like a whole tulip like experience that you can go to, in another city in the Netherlands, and that. It's amazing. It was like genuinely like made me scream, sob, and cry the first time I went there, and I took so many pictures, and it smelled so amazing. There was like food and drinks. Such a wonderful time. Because of you, I always think puppy whenever I see a triangular piece of chip. That's the Dorito effect, I swear. All right, come on. I'm so sorry. But you have to, you know, what if I just chat, instead of doing this the hard way, what if I just did this the easy way? No, you cannot. You cannot come in here and cry, because I'm not going to give you anything, and you know that. You know that. You're not going to get anything, so don't bother. No, we are not doing that today. I'm sorry. I love you, but no. Pop piano colors are covers, sorry, are great for processing information. Yeah, 1000%. I've been vibing with them. That's if I listen to anything. Sometimes I cannot. One of my first times here, I went to this like like place that had, it was like a bar that had like bar and grill type thing. But the building that had been built, it was like slanted as well in Amsterdam, and the building was built in like the 1600s. So here I am like 400 years later having like, you know, a glass of wine and a burger there, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. There we go. We're just gonna move everyone over here. They're just chilling. And the goats, I'm just gonna leave, I think I'm gonna leave them on the bridge, to be honest. Like, I just do not care what happens to them. After they started the big fire of 2025, they were plotting with all the blazes, you know, I just really lost all sense of care about anything that happens to them. We all know that the axolotl cultists. You know, you were right, but like I can't believe that axolotls would do that to me. Especially because every single time I see an axolotl, I will stop everything to get it. You know what I mean? So like, why do they have so much beef with me? I thought we were friends. I thought we were having a great time. We were having a fun adventure. No one was upset. No one was like mad. Then suddenly... All right. I know it's not the prettiest right now, but I feel like until we have an island for it, this is gonna have to do. Now, we do need a few things. We need some slabs. We need some planks, which we can make. And then we have sticks as well, because we need to make grindstone. There we go. Fortune 2, not good enough. Fortune 2. What are we talking about? Bane of arthropods. What is happening? Hold on, chat. Hold on. We need to go get we need a shovel. Maybe we don't have enough for a shovel, but we need a shovel so badly. Jade, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I genuinely love what you did with the circles. I kind of want to play OneBlock now to just make a bunch of connected circles with the glass domes on top. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the one thing about OneBlock though is that you don't get a lot of sand. So you would have to get a lot of librarians to get all that glass. I always forget that you can get glass from librarians. Oh yeah. This is fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep you up. It's past your bedtime. I know. I would get cranky as well. I want to study history and folklore in college when I graduate, so I have a few places in Europe that I would love to visit. Oh my gosh, yes. 1000% yes. I love that idea. I haven't visited too much of Europe, even though I live here. I'd love to visit more, but it's expensive. Why do I have Fortune 2 on everything? Like, hello? Can we just re-roll? Unbreaking 3. Ooh, Silk Touch. Yes, perfect. Okay. What else do we got? Sharpness 3. What about efficiency 4? Oh, Silk Touch pickaxe. Silk Touch pickaxe, chat. Just Unbreaking 3. That's okay. We can disenchant. We still have some levels. Sorry, I'm going a little bit fast here. But that's because I'm really trying to focus. Just Silk Touch? Are you kidding me? Sharpness 3. Efficiency 4. Okay. Bane of arthropods is not happening. It's not happening. Stop trying to make Bane of arthropods happen. Silk Touch and Efficiency 4 twice in a row with no one breaking. Are we joking? Hello? Do they not know who I am? I'm Frogcrafting. What my parents used to do is just like plan day trips to like towns right over the border in Germany and like the Netherlands and stuff. Yeah, I feel like that's what we need to do as well. Like we need to do like more day trips. I don't know why, but I feel like if I'm going somewhere, like I want to spend like multiple days there. You know what I mean? Why are you woofing? What's going on? Can I ask what pronouns you use? I use she and they pronouns. Either ones are fine for me. Both are fine. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, chat. My dog is not having a good day. So, someone who's playing the same map as me, I feel like I read somewhere, does the warden spawn? Does the warden spawn in this? I'm scared. I have a lot to be scared of, chat? Coming up. Is this gonna be terrible? Yes, he's scary. Oh my gosh. All right, I am so scared. How you doing? I'm doing great, Nair. I hope you're doing good as well. We're just vibing today. We are gonna be slowly upgrading our farming platform. Although I'm thinking about actually kind of like taking all the farming and like moving it on the other side of the animals, and then having this platform be like cobble generator, lava farm, and nether portal, because I feel like that all is like kind of lava-y, so it kind of like all goes together. I don't know. Does anyone else know what I mean? Like, it's sort of all the same, even if it's not like truly the same. It's got the same vibes. Hot. He stayed in my little hut and I shot him from a distance, so I didn't get hit at all because I was too far. Okay. I mean, honestly, vibes. Bane of arthropods still, like, that's ridiculous. I just want... Okay, there we go. Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. And smites, just smite, chat. Just smite. Why would it be anything else? Like, looting or anything that could be helpful instead of just smite 3. I'm also really looking forward to the weekend, chat, because I have no plans this weekend. Do you know how rare that is to have no plans for the weekend? Okay, I've already decided for my no plan weekend, I am making plans with myself, okay? Making plans with myself, and the things I'm gonna do are as follows. I'm going to play Minecraft for fun this weekend. I'm gonna play Minecraft for fun. I'm super excited about that. I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna play some Infinity Nikki, and also the new Valorant season starts. And I know what you're saying, chat. I know what you're saying. Frog, did you see the new bundle? Unfortunately, I did, and it's so good. Please tell me not to do it, chat. Tell me not to do it. I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, Jade, they do. We had a couple of wandering traders. Some of them walked right off the edge, though. Some of them have absolutely just gone off the edge. But most of them we have traded with before they went off the edge. Or at least talked to. Or thought about. New battle pass and new bundle. I had more problems with the evokers than the warden. Yeah, the evokers are kind of rude. If you aren't able to, like, you know, drop them immediately, they are kind of rude. They lived longer than Frida. I don't have school tomorrow, so I'm happy. Let's go. Little quick weekend. Or no, wait, why a random Thursday? I don't know if that date has any significance for anyone. To me, tomorrow is just May 1st. I'm Aaliyah. I'm doing good. I hope you're also doing good, lovely. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Girl, don't do it. Think of the ... No, so I've got some Hello Kitty to grind this weekend because I need iron so bad. And I've got some Minecraft to play. I'm gonna play some Infinity Nikki. I'm also probably gonna play some Player Obscure. I'm like having a whole day. Because tomorrow, no, Friday, I'm gonna speed run all my chores. So I'm like ahead. I'm gonna do everything on Friday so I can just do nothing on Saturday. I'm gonna do absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Workers' Day. Nice. Oh, it's like Labor Day in the US. Okay. Is May Day only for Europeans? I don't think we have it that here in the Netherlands. Like, my partner's not off tomorrow. I don't know if we have a different workers' day though. Maybe. Probably. I don't really pay attention. Every day is the same when you are self-employed and work from home, you know what I mean? Every single day. Kingsley, hello, hello. May Day tomorrow is in Finland as well, and people are already drinking. All right, all right. So I'm coming over. We're having cocktails. I'm just kidding. May 5th is Henry Cavill's birthday. I've always celebrated May 5th as Cinco de Mayo because I grew up in California, and all of my neighbors always celebrated, and they always invited me to their parties, and it was so much fun. So I've always kept that tradition going, even though I am like paler than a ghost. Like I am the whitest of white, but I will celebrate a good Cinco de Mayo, you know what I mean? But I guess Henry Cavill's birthday is also a good reason to celebrate. I don't know. I only know him in like one thing. Why do I like the fact that the main love interest hates himself? You will not like that in about 30 chapters, Simi. You will not like that in 30 chapters. I promise you. In Oxford, the May Day tradition is to stay up all night and then go to the Magdalen Bridge to watch the choir performance. Oh, that's cool. Are you going to partake, Rebecca? So you guys have no school tomorrow. I mean, I still have class tomorrow, but I'm doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Also, if you weren't here last time, I made a very terrifying staircase down. Don't comment on it, okay? It's fine. We're fine. We don't have to worry about it. It's all good. No one died. And most of all, I didn't die, so... It's all good. We're also just gonna grab some of this. I'll be staying up at a little late, but then catching a few hours of sleep before waking up early for the performance. Nice. Have fun. Have fun. I get that. I'm a girly who needs my sleep as well. I like literally cannot remember the last time I was awake for like New Year's, the ball dropping, you know what I mean? Like I realized that like I do not care about New Year's at all. And I don't know when that happened for me. Ow. Hold on. 3 hearts, 3 hearts, 3 hearts. I'm scared. Okay, okay, we just ignore it. We just... We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I'm trying to look for a way to go down to like regular nether, but I feel like we don't have any regular nether around us. We only have hell. This is literally hell, and we're just in it. Oh, that's terrifying. Don't go that way. Frogcrafting. What about that way? That way seems a little bit less terrifying. And there's gravel there, but there's also lava everywhere. Every which way you can look. What if, oh gosh. Alright, what if we just do a little one of these? Hold on, wait. Let me cook here, chat. Let me cook here. We'll just use the fortress as a staircase. Look at that. Look at that. That's big brain. No one's thought of that before. That's an original frog crafting idea. I'm about to go copyright that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, there's some gravel over there. What are your thoughts about the new attack range they gave to blazes? This is the first I've heard of that. That sounds terrible though. What are we, why would we do that? New Year's when I lived in Japan was top tier, but the Christmas in Japan was not great. I guess it's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off. I don't do like, this may be an ignorant statement, but I don't know that much about Japanese culture. Do they celebrate Christmas there? Like, are there a lot of like they celebrate Santa Claus and stuff, or 64 blocks of range for like their fireball attack? Oh, I hate that. Absolutely hate that. That's like 4 chunks. Absolutely not. In Japan, Christmas is like a date night and they eat KFC. Wait, that's kind of cute. I mean, I guess unless you're like really into like a traditional Christmas. But New Year's is more spiritual and family oriented. Ah, okay, okay. So they've kind of got it like flopped almost. You know, I don't know if I've ever had like liked KFC enough in my life to like have KFC for Christmas, but maybe Japanese KFC like hits different, chat. You know, like I don't think I've ever had good KFC in my entire life. But maybe that's just American KFC and like I need to try the KFC in other countries. I was always more of a Popeyes girly. I don't know if anyone here has had Popeyes. I love their spicy chicken. It's so, so good. I can't eat KFC because they marinate everything in buttermilk. That's very fair. All my dairy allergic friends out there not having the greatest time with that. KFC, Japan's KFC is not really that different in my opinion, but the roast chicken is not really a thing there either. Large ovens for baking aren't a thing in most Japanese home. Wait, really? That is surprising. Like, I don't know why, but that's like surprising to learn. But also, like, okay, not to call out any Finnish folks in the chat though. But have you guys ever seen a Finnish stove? And for my folks from Finland, I have a few questions. How do you cook on something that small? Like, how do you cook more than one thing at once? Like, if you're like frying up like a steak and you also are like boiling potatoes for mashed potatoes, like how are you doing this? I love Popeyes. It's a god tier fast food. I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I would come back to the US just to get some and then like come back, you know? Mish, welcome in. How's it going? Don't be rude. Do not be rude to me. I'm small. I'm a small baby. Oh, I thought you were going in the lava. Wait. Maybe that time. Oh, never mind. You're dead. Yeah, we are going to be multiplying some dirt. Starry Skies, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well, lovely. The kitchens are pretty small because apartments throughout Japan are small. That makes sense. That makes sense. The same in the like Finnish households though. I was do you guys ever do a thing where you like look at houses around the world that you'd never buy, but like you just look at different houses? So I was doing that for a while. I was looking at like cottages in Scotland, and like I looked at a couple places in Finland and like other places. And that's what I noticed in every single Finnish house that I looked at. The stove was tiny. And I was like, what are we talking about here? I miss Popeye's a spicy chicken sandwich. That is my favorite thing as well from Popeye's. It's so good. The KFC in my country is delicious. Maybe I need to try it here in the Netherlands. Do any of my Dutch folks, have you guys had KFC here? Is it good? I can't trust my partner's word because I don't know if he knows if he had KFC or not. He doesn't even remember what day of the week it is. So, you know, like, I can't ask him. I didn't like it when I had it in Amsterdam. That's fair. That's fair. But that was 5 years ago? Wow, you were in Amsterdam 5 years ago and you didn't even say, hey, Frogcrafting, I'm here? I mean, the fact that you didn't know me back then is irrelevant. You know what I mean? You could have been like, hey, I'm here. What are we talking about? Fake? That's fake. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. KFC, yeah, it's pretty good here. Glee, I was literally just saying that I can't trust your word. I was literally just saying because you don't know what day of the week it is that I cannot trust your word. I also heard in Germany that you have to build your own kitchen. I don't know if I've heard that. I have a couple of German friends. They've never said anything about that. But I will say every single time I talk to one of my German friends that they're like, oh, I'm just having lunch really quick. I'm like, okay, what did you have for lunch? And they're like, bread. Every single one. And there's more than one person that I know that is from Germany. And every single time I ask them what they're eating bread. Every single time. And I'm like, just bread? Mellofork, what is the second bar above your health? That is my armor. The froggies are the armor level. That's true? Chibi, wait. Chibi is saying that's true. In Germany, when you move, you have to take your kitchen with you. Like the whole, like all of your appliances, right? I'm assuming, like not your cupboards. Nothing is wrong with bread. Nothing is wrong with bread at all, but it's just like every single time I talk to someone from Germany, you know, like if you ask me for what I'm having for lunch, I'm having ramen, I'm having sometimes a sandwich, sometimes a wrap, sometimes a salad, sometimes soup, you know what I mean? I vary my lunches, you know what I mean? Until I get sick of them, I vary up what I'm having for lunch. But every time I talk to my German friends, like, what are you having for lunch? They're always just saying bread. Which is like, okay, like a top choice. Like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with bread. I just need a little bit of variety sometimes, chat. I need a little bit of variety. My brain doesn't like to get too rigid when it comes to food because I'm afraid that I will hate it. Because I have safe foods, but then I also have times where I get the ick and then I can't eat them for 6 years. So sometimes I like to remind myself that there's other food out there that I like. Does that make sense? No, it's all good. All good, Mellofork. Is it varied bread? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a sandwich or if it's like just bread, like just a single piece of bread. Rice and beans are the base of all lunches. That's so true. We have a lot of rice here as well in the Netherlands. Like we eat well, at least like me and my partner, we eat a lot of rice. The only KFC around me is connected to a Taco Bell. If I was gonna go to either one of those, I would 1000% go to the Taco Bell as well. Hello? I couldn't tell if that was taking damage or not. Like, my bow is so weak. I think it's like power 1. Oh, Jillian, welcome in, lovely. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week's been going good. If it's jalapeno cheese bread, oh my gosh, jalapeno cheese cornbread, you can wake me up with that any day of the week. Genuinely like a top tier food. Actually, so the stuff to make cornbread isn't like readily available in the Netherlands. So one of the first ever packages that my dad sent me after I moved was cornmeal so that I could make cornbread at home. And he sent me like a 5-pound bag of cornmeal. Like, what was I literally could never use that much, so I put it in my freezer. Hello. Oh no. Oh no, Simmy's getting attached to tampon. I love homemade cornbread. Me too, me too. So good. When I first moved here, like the first year that I lived here, I made chili with cornbread so much. My partner like had never really had chili before, and when I started making it, he was like obsessed. That was like his like go-to food for a while. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm gonna do this anyways. Is he an op? I don't want to say. I don't want to say, but I just want you to remember the way that you feel right now and just ask yourself if you still feel that way at the end of the book. Are we on ACOTAR this week? Simi is reading it for the first time. Simi's reading it for the first time. She's on, they're on chapter 14. Sorry, I don't know if Simi uses she, her pronouns. Apologies. Cornbread's amazing, except for when it's bad cornbread. It makes you feel like you swallowed dust. Now, I have never had bad cornbread, thankfully, personally, but like I learned how to make cornbread from my stepmom, and she is from North Carolina, but she's lived all over the South, and she has like the most delicious cooking. Like actually, Southern cooking is one thing I really miss from the US. You go away. I'm just trying to vibe. I feel like when you do live streams, we always talk about food. I mean, food just brings joy, right? Like, I feel like we always end up talking about food, though, for real. Food and books. Those are my two things that I could always talk about. Are you in the OneBlock? Yeah, we are on our OneBlock world. I am currently just trying to go back to the overworld. I was getting some gravel for a little bit of coarse dirt so we can duplicate our dirt. That way we can expand our crop platform. But also, like, the potions and stuff, we will, or the blaze rods and stuff, we'll take those. I picked out a new book. Can I say the name to you? Sure. We're always open for discussing book recs. I'm currently reading Onyx Storm. I'm on chapter 20 or 21. I can't remember which one I just started. But I was reading this morning while I was doing my workout, because I was walking this morning, chat. I walked a lot this morning. Reading and walking is so hard though. Can we just talk about that for a second? Because I thought this was going to be easy. I don't know why I thought that. I was holding onto that Kindle for dear life. What kind of books are you into? I'm still kind of like learning. I have a lot of stuff that I've read that's like kind of like mystery thriller, like fantasy, romance, some like paranormal, some kind of like I don't know what I don't want to say slice of life, but I don't really know how else to explain it. Like some other stuff too, like autobiographies that I've read about like certain people that I like. I don't know, I'm reading a lot of different stuff because I'm trying to get like back into reading more, and I feel like I am getting back into reading more, but I'm trying to find like which genres I really like. So far I've been liking a lot of fantasy, even if some of it is a little bit silly. Tice, hello. Does anyone else hate Violet and Iron Flame? Miscommunication trope actually makes me want to DNF sometimes. No, I agree with that. I think, like, I understand, like, because of her past, like, not trusting anyone. But also, like, that the main male character, Zayden, in the book doesn't communicate well either. Like, they're both just terrible communicators. Sometimes makes me want to scream. And like there was a significant portion in book 2 that was just like so much heartache and misunderstanding that I was literally about to DNF. I'm glad that I kept reading though. I'm enjoying book 3. It feels like a little bit less of miscommunication in this book. But I'm only on chapter 20, so, you know, there could be miscommunication by the end. Who knows? Maybe they'll start it back up again. They gotta keep it spicy, you know what I mean? It was childish, especially because, okay, it fell out of place in the series because of how serious, like, all of the other topics were. I mean, like, every single day they're having, like, a death roll call. They're getting so desensitized to like violence, and like they're wielding like magic and riding dragons, like literally riding dragons, and you're gonna tell me you can't have a conversation about like how do we feel about each other? You're out there on a dragon, you know what I mean? I don't know, I understand that. Sometimes it's a little bit much. I am enjoying the series overall, but I gave the second book, like, I love the first book so much. I gave the second book like a way lower score. Especially because like in real life, I am such a direct person. Like in person, I'm so direct. Like, so, like my partner does something that like I don't like or upsets me. We're talking about that right now. That made me upset. Like, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, miscommunication tropes bore me to death. I genuinely cannot read it. You know, if we're talking about tropes that I don't like, I also really don't like love triangles. I'm gonna just say it. It's almost never well done. And I feel like it almost never has any purpose. Besides, like, just like making one character have a reason to hate the other character after a while. You know what I mean? I've already finished Onyx Storm, so I feel like I can't say anything. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I'm scared. You know what? I'm gonna have high hopes. I'm really gonna have high hopes that maybe this time Violet will be different. I do like the books though. I think the dragons are so cool, and so is the magic system. Sorry, I'm changing the subject, but have you fixed the island? Yeah, we've expanded a lot too. We've got a mob farm now. We've got a villager island. We fixed this part, and most of our island is also made into stone. We just gotta do this one, which we are currently working towards. Yeah, no, like a polyamorous, like romantic relationship with characters that are consenting. Love that. Love that for them. So happy for them. Pop off, you know. But like when it's just like I mean, like, to be fair, like most love triangles in books that we read are like very like one-sided. And I don't know, it just gives me the creeps. I don't know. I don't really like that. Therapy taught me to just ask what I want or tell people what I need. Yeah, exactly. Like there's a different conversation to be had if you communicate your like wants and needs and the other person can't like fulfill them. That's a different conversation. But like being passive aggressive or acting like they should be able to just know what you want, like sometimes if you've already had like the conversation, sure, I understand like having a little bit of expectations, but at the same time, like, we just got to start being more open and honest with each other about those things that we want and need. You know what I mean? Makes me feel like a teenager. And no offense to any teenagers. I know a lot of teenagers that aren't passive aggressive, but I definitely was. I was a passive aggressive teenager. That's how I feel like I can speak so strongly on this subject. Also, love triangle trope is wrong most of the time because it's not actually a triangle, but it's two guys like, or two people liking the same person. Yeah, 1000%. I think it should be a tie between miscommunication and surprise pregnancy trope on most hated. I don't mind a surprise pregnancy as long as it's not used as like, I don't want a whole extra like book because she found out she was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't want that to be like the focus of the story becomes like now like her being pregnant or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind a surprise pregnancy if it's like well done and it's like not used in a way to like advance the plot. Weirdly, does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. But that's probably because I've read a lot of fan fiction, and for some reason, every single fan fiction I feel like out there, almost every single one has a surprise pregnancy. I don't know why. That's like the most popular trope, I feel. As soon as they say that their favorite food made them sick, I'm like, here we go again. I'm like, all right, by chapter 14, she's gonna be thrown up. She's gonna be thrown up every morning. Here we go again. Especially if it's untagged or out of the blue, because it kind of feels like as a reader that I'm the one getting baby trapped. That's a very real feeling. I hate when the book ends with the pregnancy, like where the last page is like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I love that for them, but it always narrows down that the strong independent woman needs a baby. Yeah, no. Like I don't want a whole book about it, but I don't mind if it's part of the story. You know what I mean? Like, personally, I didn't mind how they did it in the Hunger Games. Now, if you haven't read the Hunger Games, the end of the Hunger Games has like an epilogue type scene where Katniss is with a baby and an older child, and she has 2 children. And I did not mind how it was done in the Hunger Games. I felt like that was very, very well done, personally. But like, I don't want like her to find out on the last page that she's pregnant, and then like have that be her legacy from the whole, like, I'm sorry, but you just saved the world from like an evil that was so horrid that no one could literally perceive it. You know what I mean? You figured out a puzzle that people have been puzzling over for 3,000 years, and you're gonna tell me like that's what happened? Okay. Got it. Sorry for changing the subject. What was your reaction about the Italian brain rot? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what Italian brain rot you mean. I don't really do social media if you're referring to something that's on there. I have like a couple of like social media accounts for like my frogcrafting stuff, but I only go on there like, you know, when I'm like, you know, waiting for like coffee or tea or you know, like filling my water bottle. I've almost completely eliminated scrolling as a habit for me. And that's something that I didn't really think that I was going to do this year, but I feel so much better with it being like a little bit more out of my life. At least like mentally, like I just feel like I'm like doing more things that bring me joy instead of like constantly scrolling. Like I'll let myself have like, you know, 10 minutes at night, or, you know, if I'm like, you know, like I said, like waiting for something to heat up, like I'll do a little bit, but like I'm nowhere near as bad as I used to be, which I'm like very happy with. I've never heard of that, Nair. I'm so sorry. I've never heard of that. I stopped scrolling this year as well, and all my friends think that it's so weird. No, I think it's great. Like, If that was something that you wanted to do, like, I'm so proud of you. Carrie Young, oh my goodness, good morning, I think. Oh, I'm so sorry, Invisible Wandering Trader. I didn't mean to harm you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How's it going, Carrie Young? Did you sleep well? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's 4 a.m. Oh my gosh. My late night crew is here. Inez, hello, welcome in, lovely. Katniss was afraid to have kids because of the Capitol in the Hunger Games. It says it took years for her to be okay with to have children. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Venus. Like, I really like the way that they did it in the Hunger Games. Like, she was, like, she said multiple times throughout the books, like, she could never think of herself having a family one day because of how bad the Capitol was and stuff. So it kind of felt like it was like a full circle moment. It wasn't just like a random page in chapter 8 where now we have a whole book where she's like also supposed to be fighting the bad guy, but motherhood, you know what I mean? And now she needs to be saved. And she's probably going to be kidnapped too, because that always happens. Why does she always get kidnapped while she's pregnant? Why is that a thing? Someone answer this for me. Why are we kidnapping so many pregnant women in books? Actually hilarious, Christine says. I was playing my waifu gacha game and my 4-year-old observed excessively busty waifus and commented that she has boobs like you for feeding babies. Oh my gosh, so cute. Isn't that funny how kids are so perceptive? Also, busty waifu game. Honestly, okay, all the characters in Infinity Nikki so far have been so cute that I've met. There is like one character called the Seer. Hello? Someone give her my number, okay? I'm just saying. If she's got a Discord, I'll take that too. Fiona, good morning, lovely. Good morning. And yes, it is a yellow baby chicken. It is from the Better Baby Animals texture pack. They're all just very small and cute. Eyes, nice to see you as well. Oh my gosh, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello. All right, we have a ton of dirt now. That's perfect. We have way more than we started with, which I guess that's like the main point, right? All right, let me get rid of all this stuff and then we can start building. Well, not really building. Why do we have chicken in here? And like, what was I doing last stream? Why do we have raw chicken in the crops chest? Frogcrafting. How's it going, Fiona? Hope you're having a lovely day and a lovely week so far. We need stone. I think we'll have enough. I think we'll have enough for this project. All right. We'll grab a chest. We need some... oh, we need blackstone. Of course we need blackstone. Oh my gosh, no. Kitten Rose, hello. Skyform says, I've been a silent viewer for years. First time catching one of your streams live due to the time difference, but just want to let you know that your vids and stream VODs are a source of comfort. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that so much. Welcome in, and thank you so much for always watching the VODs and stuff. That means a lot. Thank you. It's nice to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. I have to go take tests for school. Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Hope it goes well. It's been pretty chill, which is nice. Always nice to have a public holiday, though. Is it also a holiday for you, Fiona? Is it like a working day? I don't think we have that tomorrow. At least like I don't think my partner's home from work tomorrow. I hope he's not home from work, chat. Thursdays are some of my favorite days of the week. You know why? Because I can put on loud music and just do my little tasks, you know? Do my little fun tasks, and I don't have to worry about bothering him or annoying him. And I can dance weird and no one looks at me funny, except for Dorito, but I mean, I think he's used to it by now. Yep, May 1 is Labor Day for us, so no work for today. Nice! What are your plans besides hanging out here for a little bit? Do you have plans with the family? Are you gonna hang out solo? Just relax and catch up on some sleep? Something that helped me to stop scrolling was to replace that habit with other habits. I started reading more and journaling instead. Yeah, 1000%. I agree with that. I have just been intentionally putting my scrolling time as other topic time. Even if it's just as simple as like, you know, watching a video on a topic that I've wanted to learn about, or, you know, trying to paint a little bit. Trying to like even just gaming a little bit more, which I know is not like the best habit to like replace scrolling with, but at least doing something that enriches my time instead of like, I don't know. So like what the feeling that I had with scrolling, and this is just me, this is just my experience, I don't know if you guys will feel the same way, but like my problem that I had with scrolling was that like hours were just gone and I had nothing, like no memory of it. It was like a time lapse for me. Like, but like I didn't retain anything. I wasn't gaining anything out of it. Like occasionally I'd learn like a fun little thing or something, you know what I mean, from TikTok or whatever, but most of the time it was just like just gone, you know? And that's what I realized I was spending a lot of time that was just like disappearing for me, and I wanted to replace that with stuff that felt a little bit more enriching, like that I would enjoy a little bit more. Does that make sense? My screen time is 8 hours, but I like to have videos on while I sew. Yeah, no, I feel like that's fair. Like, that's fair. Like, what, like, if you looked at your screen time on apps where you actually scroll, like Instagram Reels or Twitter or, you know, TikTok, things like that, you'd probably see like a lot of, like, less time, right? Literally had my therapist tell me to uninstall Facebook like 6 years ago. Yeah. I don't use Facebook at all, except for like my older family that doesn't really do like WhatsApp or like iPhones, just so that I can see like and post an update once in a while for them, just so that they know I'm alive. You know, living across the world is a little bit tougher for maintaining those relationships with people who aren't as technologically advanced. Welcome in, Derek. Welcome in. We are just working on, well, we're gonna be working on moving over our farming island. Well, so we're gonna swap out all the things on our on this island currently. So the nether portal is gonna stay. All the crops and the axolotl summoning circle they're gonna go. But we're gonna keep the lava farm, and we're also gonna put our cobble generator over here as well. And I think we're gonna move the crops onto the other side. And I also want to build another like little platform on the other side of this. So we have about 2 hours of stream left. I think we could probably get all of that done. Well, maybe I'm just being a little bit hopeful, but I'm hoping we can get all of that done. Oh, I don't know why, but that scared me so bad, chat. Like, what? What are we talking about? Now, why would I do that? No problem there. Have a good one. This curse is giving Beauty and the Beast heavy. I honestly don't mind because that was one of my favorite Disney movies. Yeah, when that's actually what drew me to the book, Simi, was that someone described it as like a fantasy retelling of Beauty and the Beast. That's actually what drew me to the story in the first place. I agree with that. Heavy on the Beauty and the Beast vibes. Honestly, as poop as the world TM is right now, it's low-key helped me get off social media. Yeah, that's very, very fair. Like, honestly, like, it finally helped me get off of Twitter because of the way Twitter is now, TM. And for those of you who know, you know. You know what I mean? I used to, like, not think that Twitter was the best, but, like, I used to enjoy my time on there every once in a while, you know what I mean? And now, oh my gosh. I, like, privated my account. I'm like, I am never coming back here. My problem for me is that I work nights, and then once my patient falls asleep, it's just me in a dark room, comfy chair, and a white noise machine. Sometimes the scroll time is a battle to stay awake. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, do you scroll a lot in your personal life too? Like, when you're at home, Chibi? Like, maybe you could, like, set, like, a small, like, rule for yourself, and then just, like, really, like, obviously, like, you know, personal accountability and, like, determination for that. Like, maybe just don't scroll at home. Or, like, only scroll at home when you're, like, waiting for water to boil on the stove or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's how, like, my rules for myself work. Like, I'm only really allowed to look, like, you know, 10 minutes at night. Like, before I go to bed, before I read. 10 minutes. If I even want it, you know what I mean? Not always do I want that. And then if I'm, like, you know, waiting for something, waiting for my tea to boil, like, those are the only times I let myself. Reading is a good one, though. Reading is a good one, but my problem for reading is that I read to go to, like, before I go to sleep. So I don't think that in Chibi's case, at least for me personally, that reading before, or reading to stop scrolling would help, because I would fall asleep. Twitter is the big one, 100%. I wish I could read more books. I have a TBR pile that constantly grows, but fanfics just have a hold on me. And there's nothing wrong with reading fanfics at all. Just putting that out there. There's literally nothing wrong with having a fanfic moment. Fanfics are real writing, 1000%. It's still reading. It's still something that you're interested in, that you're reading, you know what I mean? I'll have to figure out the strategies to do it. Yeah, I mean, just, like, honestly, for me, like, for you, it might be a little bit easier as well to, like, separate, because, like, I work from home. So for me, it's a little bit harder to separate, but, like, you have, like, work mode, and then you have, like, home mode. I think, like, working overnight, though, especially, like, working overnight with, like, a sleeping patient, that is, like, a very tricky scenario. I would probably be in the same boat as you. No problem, Nacha. Have a good one. The only social media I use is Discord and YouTube. My wife has gotten really into TikTok. That's fair. I feel like TikTok is pretty good if you can stay on, like, the side of your interests. Like, TikTok can be pretty good. My problem was that, like, I would, every time I picked up my phone, I'd be like, oh, I got a text, but let me, like, I would open my phone, it would be on TikTok, and then I'd forget that I had, like, a text. You know what I mean? And then I would, like, scroll for a few minutes, put my phone down, and then I'd be like, oh, what was I doing? Oh, I have a text. And then the same thing would happen, and I'd be like, how is this happening to me? Especially as a person that, like, I've never considered myself, like, super into social media. I was having that happen to me quite a bit. Simi does not even know what they're in for. I don't like when people say that audiobooks don't count as reading books. My stance is that I want everyone to read in any format that makes them happy. Books and reading should be accessible for all. I agree with that 100%. And like, I'm also in the same boat. I believe that audiobooks are reading as well. It's just a different kind of reading. Like listening is a little bit different than reading for me, but it's also like the same as well, because you can really use your imagination in different ways. A 1000%. I recently got a Dropout subscription, so most of the days instead of scrolling, I'm consuming their content instead, specifically the D&D ones. Is that like a podcast, Fiona? Is that a podcast? Audio, written, spoken, and illustrated, it's all valid and important. So real. So real. No, I'm with you guys on that. Like, I will not sit for a conversation that goes with like, oh, if you're listening to audiobooks, that's not reading. No, you don't get to tell me what reading is. Ayako, welcome in. We are currently, well, we just went to the Nether, and we are currently just upgrading this platform finally into a stone platform. We actually might not have enough time to do all these platforms today, now that I'm thinking about we have to do this one too. We don't have to count on this one though. This one is just kind of like a swap out. Connor, hello, welcome. Wait, I'm so scared. I thought that there was a hole there, but there wasn't. Dropout came from College Humor. The talents made their own subscriptions-based thing, and so it's a lot of different shows. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying that. How's the citizenship thing going? It's going good. It's going good. Actually, yesterday I had an appointment to get my new passport photos taken for my residency permit thing. So that was fun. I'm actually glad that we went a little bit early, because I normally would have just went on time for my appointment, but my partner was like, let's leave like 10 minutes early. That way, you know, if they're there, maybe they can get us in like a few minutes early. And I was like, okay, like, sounds good. I'm so glad we did that, chat, because tell me how, as I'm finishing my appointment, like early, at my original appointment time, like a group of like 7 people came in. It was like a mom, a grandpa, and like 5 kids, and they were all getting photos done for their passports. And I was like, oh, okay, we just made it just before the rush. I was like a dad. I was like a dad in a restaurant, like, oh, looks like we made it just in time, you know what I mean? Was your passport picture okay? It was honestly not that great. But that's okay. Like, I didn't wear makeup or anything. And then they don't want you to smile with teeth, and they also have to see your ears. So I felt like I looked very awkward. I wanted to ask, do you plan on becoming a dual citizen or revoking the American citizenship? Very hard question. I don't mind answering this question at all, though. I don't want to give up my US citizenship, but the Dutch government doesn't really allow you to keep like 2 citizenships. You like, it only happens in very like special circumstances. So I'm trying to figure out if I qualify for those special circumstances or not, because I really don't want to give up US citizenship. I mean, like, because like the realistic answer is, right, I don't want anything to ever happen between me and my partner, and I'm not planning for the worst, I promise. But if something ever did happen between me and my partner, I literally only live here because he lives here. So I don't know if I would stay here if my like relationship ended. Like, obviously those are questions that are very up in the air. So it's a really hard thing for me to know. And getting US citizenship back is like super, super difficult once you give it up. So I basically have to ask for an exception and then be prepared for them to either say yes or no. And then whatever they say, then I have to figure out like my next move. But yeah, I'm not trying to prepare for the worst or anything, or trying to, you know, like, you know, give myself any like bad omens for my relationship, but I just want to be like also safe for myself, because I don't have the support system here. Like my family doesn't live here, you know what I mean? Like if something ever did happen, I would want to go back to like where my best friend lives, where my family lives, you know what I mean? It's really hard in this day and age to not have a good support system. How long have you been with your partner? We've been together for 7 years. I'm trying to think. March was our anniversary, but it's either 6 or 7 years, something like that. 7 years, I think. I don't know. Most countries don't allow dual citizenship. Yeah, it's like very, very special circumstances that they allow it. But I don't know if they'll let me just become like a permanent resident of the country without declaring citizenship. That's also something. But like I have to, so before I even get to that point, right? Before I'd even get to that point, I have to pass all their exams to like prove that I can speak the language and all that stuff. And that's the stuff that I'm currently working on. There's language. There's also a bunch of other stuff with, why is this messed up? Has this always been messed up, chat? Yes, I feel like this was always messed up, and we knew that it was messed up, and I was like, I'm just not going to care about it anymore, but now I care about it. But that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I have 1 year left to do all my exams, and all that stuff. So, like, I really have to, like, lock in, you know what I mean? And then I have to do, like, a working thing. You have to do, like, 600 hours of, like, this course that like, says that you understand how the working system works or something. 600 hours is wild. That's a lot of hours. You're very brave to move partners with your country. How did you meet? So this is embarrassing, but we met on Twitch. Years ago, I used to stream from my PS4. We're talking about back when I was young. But I used to stream from my PS4, and it wasn't like very serious or anything. I didn't have any hopes to do anything with it, but he was a friend of a friend. And I rated him after my stream. On Twitch, that means that you just send your viewers to another stream. So I rated him. We were in like a mutual Discord together, and I saw that he was streaming, and my friend like was like, "Oh, he's really, really cool. Like, you know, your peeps will like him." So I rated him, and then he messaged me on Discord after that to like thank me for the raid. And eventually we just started, like, we never stopped the conversation once it started. And we started hanging out, playing games, you know, having fun. And then yeah, we started planning to meet because we were like, we're in love now. Like, that's just how it's happening. I bet you have 600 hours in Marvel Rivals. I don't. I just passed the 100 hour mark. I just passed 100 hours. Yeah, so that first year he flew to meet me in like with like mutual friends. We were all going to like the same place for like vacation, so we met in with like other friends there, so in case it was awkward we'd have other people to hang out with. Like we were trying to be like very safe about it, you know what I mean? And then a month later I flew to meet him, his family, and come to the Netherlands for the first time. And then he flew a couple months later to like meet my family. And then like eventually we were like, this is getting to be too much. He flew as well to like surprise me on Valentine's Day. Like I had no idea. My roommates knew, but I didn't know that he was coming. So that was like wild. I would have taken time off work had I known, but you know, he just went to work with me every single day and just like just chilled. And then yeah, I don't know, like now I'm here. Eventually I was like, this is too expensive. Are we doing this or not? And then he was like, well, I guess. So like I peer pressured him into letting me move in, you know what I mean? As all women should. And now here we are. We have a house and we have a dog and we are engaged. We're gonna get married at some point. Someday, chat. Someday. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. Oh, by the way, chat, this was only off by 1 because I just had this part in the wrong spot, but this is actually right. I don't know what I was doing that day that I was like really stressed and like rebuilding. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing it wrong. Oh, bruh. Oh, that's a little bit scary. You know what? We'll just do all this. That's fine. No one even has to know. Who's gonna know, chat? Who's gonna know? I'm working from home today and I'm being ding dong ditched. What? Is that a thing that people still do? That's wild. I don't think I've ever had that. You know, they in the Netherlands, they will set off fireworks at 6 a.m. Sharp, chat, sharp. 6 a.m. sharp. But they do not ding dong ditch here. That is just a thing that does not happen. At least it hasn't happened to us. I just took a sip of my water, chat, and I like before I started stream, I put like ice in it in like my water bottle. It's so cold and it feels so good. It's so hot here today. Do children know that most doorbells have cameras now? I don't think so. But I feel like that's probably a big reason why we don't see as much of it here, because like so many of the doorbells here have like the Ring cameras or whatever. We have a Ring camera too, and like I know that when like my partner's at work and like he must see the ugliest versions of me coming back from like walking the dog like during lunchtime and stuff, because he gets like the notifications when someone's at the door to his phone with like a picture of like the person. Like I must look unhinged. I don't think they care. That's true. I haven't been around a lot of young folks in this day and age. Like my cousins are a little bit like older, like one is 10 and one is 12. So I feel like they are a little bit older than like this, like the ding dong ditch generation that would be up right now. You know what I mean? Also, their mother would whoop their ass so bad if they were doing that. It's 51F today for me. Hold on. Let me see what it is currently. Let me see what it is currently, chat. Give me one moment. I have to do math. Actually, no, I can hit the button. I can hit the button that does it for me. Give me one sec. Today it was 75 here. And tomorrow is going to be 80. And then on Friday it's going to be 75 again. Which is not too hot. Like, it's not that hot, but like our houses do not do like, they just bake all the time. Like they don't, there's nowhere for that heat to go except for stay in when you're in these houses. And it's just, it feels like whatever temperature it is outside, inside it's like 6 or 7 degrees more Celsius. Like in my office sometimes it'll be like, you know, 28 outside, and in here it's like 35. That's a good point, Christine. That's a good point. My partner already knows that I'm unhinged and still likes me anyways. You're right about that. I don't like to admit it, but you are right. He does know that I'm unhinged. Speaking nothing but facts right there. All right, we're gonna grab some chests. Maybe just a couple more. And then I also want to grab all that stuff. Where did I put it? Right here. I don't need a bucket of axolotl, but I don't know where else to put a bucket of axolotl, so I guess we're just gonna have to make an axolotl spot. I'm sorry. You need to chill right there right now. And some blackstone. And our lava bucket. Now we just need to get some water. I've never gotten properly ding dong ditched. The only time it ever happened, it was my friend who lived down the street. You know what I used to love as a kid though? Prank calling. I loved a good prank call. More than ding dong ditch. I loved a good prank call. I don't know why. But me and prank calling, we were like, you know, butter on potatoes. We were 2 peas in a pod, me and prank calling. But I would never have anything funny or interesting to say as a child on a prank call. So like looking back now as an adult, like I have regrets because I feel like I could do it better now. You know what I mean? There we go. So we got a little cobble gen, and I'm also just gonna put some chests over here as well. Just in case we, you know, get an inventory full or we have a bunch of stuff before we go into the nether, we can just like drop some stuff. Also, we will grab both of these. I think we can just move these down. They should drip, right? They should drip. Is that correct? Doing French lessons now. Let's go. Good luck, Gabby. Welcome in. I ordered 50 pizzas to my best friend's house in grade school. Stop. Like, I would have went over for a slice, you know what I mean? Did they pay for it? But like, hey, I heard you guys got pizza. Just like completely giving away the fact that it was me. But see, okay, my problem with prank calling is that I think I'm so funny and I will laugh at myself. Like, I don't need anyone else to laugh at me because I am my target audience. So like, the problem is that I think I'm so funny that I will literally just like start laughing on the call. I cannot, I'm such a bad, like I have such a bad poker face. It's wild. The Red Cross calls to ask for my blood all the time. That's the only call I answer unsuspecting. Yeah, well, see, okay, I will say, since moving to the Netherlands, I have a lot less like spam phone calls. But I don't know how much of that has to do with that I've never entered my phone number into a single website in the Netherlands, ever. So I don't know if it's like just luck or if there's genuinely less like prank phone calls or like scam phone calls here, because I like literally never, no one calls me at all. The only person who ever calls me is my partner on the way home from work. I don't even know why I have a phone, to be honest. Oh wait, that's wrong. Let's put that in the same spot. The Red Cross just really loves my blood. It's rare. Oh, are you like O negative? My grandma is too. I think that I am too. But I'm anemic, so I can't actually give blood. Well, like I'm it's low enough that they're always very concerned. They're like, maybe not this time, but get that iron up. No, it's totally fine, Kingsley. Totally understandable. Good luck with the homework and with the finals next week. You got this. You got this. No pressure to chat a bunch or anything if you're busy. I appreciate you just lurking. I'm O negative and they never stop calling me. Yeah, I mean, having that universal like donor thing going on. My grandma gives blood all the time though. She does as much as she can. Honestly, I would if I could. I would if I could. I've been trying to get my my iron levels under control for a while. I think I need to go for like transfusions. What is the Red Cross in the US? It's like the blood drive, like where people go and like donate blood. It might do other stuff too, but that's how I know it. I'm also a universal donor, and every time I give blood, they're like, "Oh my gosh, your iron is so low. Please don't ever do this again." But then they call me, so I go. See, the one time that I did give blood in my life, I almost passed out, like really, really bad. And they were like, "Oh, you're like really anemic, by the way." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." Thank you for telling me. Am I gonna be okay? Hey, Chu, hello. They call you, so like you have to like sign up. They don't just call you randomly. Like I never had that until I signed up. But they like will call and let you know like where a blood drive's gonna be in your area and stuff, or like if they have like appointments, you can make an appointment to like donate blood. I have a blood clotting disorder and can't donate. Oh no, I am so sorry. I tried to give blood, but I was in Europe when they had the mad cow thing going on, so they won't take mine. Same for my dad. My dad also was in Germany at that time, and they still won't take his. Hello? Not you guys blocking the Cullens. Like, hello? Like, as far as vampires go, the Red Cross would definitely be like the Cullens end. You know what I mean? I feel like if they were real vampires, they wouldn't even call. They would just break into your house. You know what I mean? Unless they have the vampire rule where they can't enter a dwelling without being invited. You know, but some vampires don't have that rule. Like, some universes don't have that rule. So it just really depends on what universe we're talking about. I need to put like this. Oh, bruh. No. Stop going in the lava. I need all of this. I ran out of my favorite chapstick. Okay, what is your favorite chapstick, Shroom Lady? I gotta know if it's the same one as mine. Does anyone else remember being obsessed with like the EOS chapsticks? Like it was like a ball. Was anyone else like obsessed with those? I had 14 of them. I had one for my purse, one for my backpack, one for each coat pocket, one for my North Face, one for my, well, no, it didn't fit in my wallet. I had a regular chapstick in my wallet though. Just stop calling me on the phone, only text me. Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean. Oh my gosh, Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean. That's a banger right there. I still have my North Face bag. I don't have my North Face jacket anymore because I wore it for so long that it was like literally like threadbare. Like there was like it was not protecting me from the cold at all. And I grew up from like I lived in a city that was like across the lake from Canada in New York. So like it just was not helping whatsoever. You need a hopper? I know, I just don't have that much wood. I need to look at like a an iron farm tutorial for the skyblock. Just because I don't want to make the one that I normally make. Where is my bed? I think my bed is over with the villagers. Why? Why are you in there? Ooh. I got scared for a sec. I was like, are you coming at me or? She has a fox friend, leave her alone. No, I mean, like, it's fine. Like, it's cool. Like, do what you want, but I'm just curious about, like, why, I guess. Also, there was a chicken in there. The chicken's dead. No one even cares that the chicken is dead. I care, though. Also, let's finally give her a lectern now that there's no other girly pops there. Yes. You are free to 2. You're not free to 3. I know you're not free to 3. Free to 3 is kind of, well, okay, like we just have differences, you know what I mean? We just have differences in our life. Like she hit me a lot with the sword. Like when I was curing you guys and I saved you from that like horrible box that you were born into in the sky. Do you remember that? I don't know. It's probably a little bit blurry for you, but like free to 2, you were the one that was just chilling. The other free to 3 had a sword, and that was not very free to core. You know what I mean? Like, Frida was a free spirit. She was wonderful, and she was so nice, and she was so loving, and she would have never harmed me with a sword. She did burn alive and fall off this platform, but that's like unrelated to what we're talking about. Like, did you guys see, by the way, that Minecraft changed the lead recipe? You no longer need a slime block. How are we feeling about that? Because personally, W for me, chat. I mean, of course, now that we have the trial chambers, getting slime was like a little bit easier to farm, right? If you didn't already have a slime chunk, or if you didn't make a slime farm, or if you weren't like super close to a swamp. But being able to craft with just string. Do you guys think that cured villagers have memories from before being zombified? Well, they have to at some degree, Venus, because if they have trades before they're zombified, they keep those same trades. So to some extent, yes. But also the implications are that they remember that I'm the one who zombified them. In which case, that would not be very great. Not very comfy, not very cozy. I feel bad for them in that instance. Yeah, let's actually just fix that. That looks like way better than what we had before. Yeah. Okay, we're not gonna villager trade, I promise. That was just something that I was doing while I was in my mine palace. What I really came over here for was to get more of all these like slabs and stuff. So we've got a little bit of cobble. We can get 2 stacks basically of slabs for stone and stone bricks. Oh, well. Not really on stone bricks yet, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll do that. Stop pooping out eggs, please. It's just not really necessary. Maybe they lowered their prices because they're scared. Yeah, I feel like Minecraft like portrays it that they're grateful that you saved them, but what if they actually lower their prices because they're scared of you and they don't want you to zombify them again? That would low-key kind of like be really sad. My husband doesn't think my villager breeder is cozy. Do you have like just the 2 villagers in a glass box with some carrots thing going on? They can see the beds, but they can never access them, and then their children get dropped into a water stream and then brought to a room to grow up, and then when their children are grown up, you minecart them away into... You know what? That's actually terrible. I agree with the comment that says Minecraft from a villager's POV must be a horror movie. And especially, think of all the people who don't play Minecraft in a cozy way. Like, there are people I've seen on YouTube that, like, destroy a villager's house, like, to get the cobblestone for their tools and stuff, like... Yeah, no, Venus, agree. Yeah, Christine, I get that. I'm honestly kind of with that as well. I wish that there was less danger to villagers so you could let them free roam a little bit more. But I'm afraid, because I've had so many villagers die that way, of not having them locked into their place. You know what I mean? Which I know is also like not maybe like the most ethical thing. but I don't want to have to try to get mending again for 1 emerald. You know what I mean? And I will probably need mending more often than I need an aesthetic villager lifestyle. My husband picked a Minecraft video for us to watch last night. It was so intense. They were like, no totems, no farms, no sleeping at night. Oh, that's an interesting challenge. Were they playing hardcore? Because that's like, that's too much. Like, what are we talking about? What did I do with... Oh, it's over here. Mentia, hello, hello. My Minecraft ethics apply to everything except for villagers. That's fair. Although, like, villagers are somewhat of a handful, so I do get it for those folks who don't necessarily respect villagers. I try to do my best. And sometimes my best is not that great. But I try to do my best. You know, I really regretted in season 1, chat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen season 1 or the Rosewood world. If you have seen the Rosewood world before, if you haven't, I meant welcome to the Rosewood. This is the Rosewood in the current version of Minecraft. So questionable block choices. I built this with a texture pack on, so no one talk to me about the block choices. I know that red nether brick does not look good there, and I know that dark oak does not match spruce in this scenario in this world. However, we built this for a texture pack. Ow, bruh. Imagine I just died right there. Like, that's how this world goes out, is that I was trying to show you guys something and I died. Look at how ugly this world is. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go, chat. That's terrible. Oh, what's up, Greg? How's it going? Been a while. Hope you're doing well. You're just still here chilling? Just vibing? Nice. This is my villager area in this world. Now, this I built on a Twitch live stream. I used to stream this world on Twitch sometimes. So this whole like breeder area I built on a Twitch live stream. I loved this place. This place, so cute, so stunning, 10 out of 10. And then you get over here to this corner. It's a choice. It's a choice, chat. It's a choice. Now, this was necessary to keep my villagers alive, but this is one of my big regrets from this series, was not finishing the village. I started, well, I will have to go upstairs. No. This is my previous hardcore world, Jillian. This one is my previous one. This one's called the Rosewood. I built this one with like the Mizuno's texture pack on. If I show the house, you guys might recognize it from like the thumbnails or like the movies. Or if I show some of like the other, but no. This was my 119 hardcore world. I had this world for like 2 years. But I stopped making videos in this world because the texture pack that I was using, Mizuno 16 Craft, they stopped updating for Java Edition. So, I didn't like want to switch this world to vanilla because I feel like I would have to rebuild almost everything here for it to be like up to my standards. And I just really did not want to do that. It filled me with such a sense of dread that I would be like basically like ruining my work to try to like fix it. I mean, like some areas are still cute, but it's just not how I envisioned it to be. It's not like how I built it, and I felt like I would be just settling. But anyways, I was going to be building them a custom village out here. That was like the last thing that I had started terraforming for. I had started like, you know, moving, like removing all of this dirt and like flattening because I was going to transform this village into like a rainbow village. But I didn't get to it because they didn't update. This was my world. This was my world for 2 years. No, our other world, this was season 2, the world that you guys know if you've been watching the streams or if you've been watching the content more often. The world with the butterflies. This world is still here. And this world obviously is also like very, very important to me. Love this world. I love how our trading hall, this is our trading hall actually in this world. So the whole point of the video that I previously released on this world was to make a trading hall enchanted forest biome. So here is my villager breeder. They even have their own house. And then all of the girly pops they are locked into place, but they have a pretty place to live. Like it's not totally in the wall, you know what I mean? All my girly pops are just having a good time in here. At least for the start. I've still got so much more work to do. I have not started the next phase. That's just because I'm taking a little bit of a break for it for the new Minecraft update, which I'm almost ready to start filming the new Minecraft, or a new video once I'm kind of like more set on like my citizenship stuff. I love the builds. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really pleased, especially if you see those 2 worlds next to each other. I feel like I've grown a lot as a builder. And that was like the whole point, right? You know, that was the whole point. So I'm very happy with how things are coming along for myself. That being said, I do miss the Rosewood world a lot sometimes. I lived there for so long, and it's sometimes weird to not go back there as much. Oh no, Christine. So we kind of joke sometimes here that the air conditioning broke because I keep a lava bucket on me for villagers, because villagers gossip, and I don't know the specific range for villager gossip, but like if you hurt the villagers, they tell the other villagers and then they all raise their prices in a normal world. So oh my gosh, this is gonna be chaotic, chat. How are we gonna do this? So I've resorted to just well, like lava bucketing them. We say the air conditioning broke. All right, so it's the whole thing. Okay, well, oh geez, chat. Do I have shears? I don't think I have shears. Are my shears broken? Maybe we can get silk touch on our hoe. Might be better. Shotty is way too trusting with people that she doesn't know. It's Colin Mai. No. But like, okay. That'll make sense later. Also, I mean, like, she's way too trusting, but like, he did help her. Like, hello? Pumpkin soup and garlic bread sounds absolutely delicious. I do agree with that. Homemade pumpkin soup and garlic bread for breakfast because it's absolutely freezing here, but I'm so warm and cozy. That sounds amazing. What do you guys normally put in your pumpkin soup? If you guys are pumpkin soup enjoyers, what kind of like spices and stuff do you guys put in there? I'm curious because I really want to make some. I've never made pumpkin soup before. I have had it at like restaurants before though. I once built a villager breeder on a server with newer players and they were horrified. Yeah. Honestly, I've been playing so long that I don't really like see it in a bad way anymore. But when I first started like getting back into Minecraft, I was like, that's horrible. But then when the first time I ever had to do villager stuff on my own, I was like, never mind, they deserve it. Which is like terrible, right? Like no one deserves what we do to villagers in this game. I'm trying my best, chat. I'm trying my best to give them a good life. Maybe it's not a perfect life, but I hope it's gonna be a good one, you know? He totally helped her, but at what cost? Nothing is free. I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. However, maybe we just let this one sit with us for a second, you know? We just kind of feel out the vibe. You know what I mean? I try not to harm the animals, but the villagers are a whole other thing. That's fair. That's fair. Like, I wish that we didn't have to hurt the cows to get leather. I really wish that there was an ethical way to, like, I don't know, get leather without, like, I wish that there was some kind of other way. I know that there's probably never going to be another way to get leather, but I really wish that there was. Piglin bartering gives leather. Yeah, but like piglin bartering is something that I feel like you do like after you've enchanted. And most people when in the early game when they're trying to enchant, they just do cows. Also, in peaceful mode, piglin bartering is sometimes a little bit iffy because if I forget to like wear gold, then they despawn. With mods, when you can make leather from rotten flesh, yeah. Like, I wish that you could somehow, like, craft leather and then maybe, like, or rotten flesh into something and then, like, dry it or something, you know what I mean? Like, a drying rack for, like, sewn together zombie flesh would eventually make leather. I don't know. That's also kind of, like, morbid and terrible. I usually raise up librarians and buy bookshelves. Yeah, that's how I've done it a lot in the like more recent like time as well. Same with like my hardcore series, and also on the Skyblock series, I bought my bookshelves from villagers. But on this series, at least, it was a little bit more necessary because I didn't have sugarcane for so long. It just wasn't happening, chat. Oh, we got a health potion. What? That's wild. I didn't even notice that. Please go away. Butcher villagers should sell leather more and they should be more frequent. Wait, do butcher villagers sell leather? This would be my first time hearing about that. All right, let's try again. We have 2 more tries. How's it going, Lawrence? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, lovely. They buy it? Oh, that's what I thought. I thought they bought it. I thought that they bought like all animal products, but they didn't sell it. Okay. Villagers are actually very useful. Agree, agree. Villagers are pretty cool. But they are kind of also a pain. I don't want fortune. I want silk touch. I need silk touch so bad. Are the options here to see if we can get silk touch from a librarian? Is that my only real option? I always play with villagers and I'm happy that the Java ones are way easier than the Bedrock ones. Are the Bedrock ones worse? The Java ones aren't too bad. Once you know what you're doing, they're not too bad. But sometimes, I mean, they can still be a pain even when you know what you're doing. They can still sometimes be a little bit much. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. I'm so sorry. Thank you. All right. Who are you? This one. Hello. Thank you. Oh, I have lecterns. I'm so silly. Okay. One of you, not you, maybe you. Would you like to become employed? Employment. You love money and employment. All right. I'm okay-ish. Might be meeting up for lunch / dinnerish with Coolbot this evening. Oh, that's so cool. I remember you guys were mentioning that the other day on the Twitch stream. Let us know if it happens. Good luck. Good luck. Not you. You? Punch. I have to like kind of lead them away. Oh, but it's you taking it. All right, all right. Simi with the live reactions to Akatar is like sending me into another dimension. They can link to workstations they don't see but can sense around. So if you have a bunch of them, you need to see who links to what. Oh. See, so like Java villagers have a defined workbench. So like that one in there, that one belongs to that villager. And like these fletching tables belong to the 2 Fletchers and stuff. But I feel like in this version, in like 121.4 and above, there has been more bugginess where like the villagers are taking jobs from so like normally how it used to work, right? Okay, see this Fletcher or like this toolsmith right here? If this toolsmith's like block got taken, they would link to it first before another villager would, like if I placed one down and they were in like the pathfinding and stuff. But like now I've had so many problems with like these like random villagers if they're like walking around just taking a job from like the actual villager who works with that block. It's been like really, really bad. And if you're saying that's how it works on Bedrock, I would literally cry. I just need silk touch, friends. Oh wait, chat, I just realized I don't have enough iron. I don't have enough iron to make an anvil. Oh my god, I just realized that I don't have enough iron to make an anvil. Sorry, my mind, I gotta go. No problem, Simi, have a good one. Enjoy, lovely. Don't look at the iron golem like what? What do you mean? I didn't do nothing. It was Lona. Lona did it. Not me. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. The Iron Golem was cute. The Iron Golem was cute. It's so sad what happened when Lona did that. Gotta go. No problem, Manita. Have a good one. I'm not going anywhere physically, but we're in the thick of it. Yeah, I got you. In Bedrock, if you build a villager place and you breed them and you have like a composter somewhere outside as a plant pot, it will not see it, but it can link to it. What? So does that also happen like once they're locked in with a trade? So they can like link to random ones? Hello. Someone here would love employment. Yes, you would. Thank you. Curse of Vanishing is not what I want though. Anyone heard of Silk Touch? Any Silk Touchers here? Okay, we're just all here for the vibes. I'm gonna have to kill your Iron Golem and I apologize about that. But anyone have Silk Touch? Hey, anyone over there at the farmers? Silk Touch? Okay, so we're all ignoring me now? No, not fire protection. You're not understanding me. Silk Touch. Oh my gosh. Y'all are annoying. Why did they both go for it? And neither one, like, they like hesitate for a moment. I think that's free to 3 right there. I think one of those is free to 3. Bedrock villagers are so annoying. Yes. I'm telling Monday chat about the golem. No. Monday chat doesn't understand, okay? Monday chat doesn't understand the way that we understand chat. You guys know that the Iron Golem had to happen so that we could make progress because I needed an anvil. So Monday chat doesn't understand that, but you guys understand that. I know it. Simi's giving me so many flashbacks that I might read the series again. Oh, I didn't know he was gonna be mad. Hello. Girl, stay away, please. My beef is not with you. It's just the Iron Golem. Thank you. No, I'm ready to go back in for Throne of Glass. I'm about to start the book after Era of Fire. Once I am done with Onyx Storm. Honestly, I really have liked Throne of Glass, except for that part in the second book that was like the first half of the second book was just really tough for me to read. I'm about to go like subscribe to a bunch of booktubers. If you guys see me in the comments, say hi. You're convincing me to not read Akatar? If you're a fan of the vibes, like, it's not the worst book I've ever read. Did you know that Sparkle Egg's a huge book lover? I did not know that. I knew that Sparkle Egg was a huge Taylor Swift enjoyer, though. Sparkle Egg is such a sweetheart. Really, really enjoy Sparkle's content. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna read it so I feel less left out. It's all right. Like, it's a good little story. It's got some fun moments, you know? I don't like the ACOTAR series. It had an ugly appeal for me. No, I was saying that earlier. I think that like the thing that I really enjoyed the most about it was that it inspired me to start reading again, because I didn't even know that like fantasy books with like magic and fairies were like a thing. Like I didn't know that people were writing about that. And it kind of like showed me like a whole like new like genre that I hadn't really considered. Because I feel like a lot of the fiction that I knew about that was like fantasy fiction was written by men. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. There's a lot of really, really great books out there that are written by men, but there's just something about like having a woman write fantasy that really speaks to me, like personally. And I don't know, I just like really, I had no idea that that was like even a thing beforehand. Like obviously it probably existed out there, but I just didn't really know like who to read or whatever. So like when I started seeing like the recommendations for ACOTAR or for like other series like that, like I started with ACOTAR just to like get back into reading, because it really inspired me to get back into reading. What if you had mending? Not Silk Touch. Chat, do we take it? Do we take it? Do we take this instead of mending? Okay. So now we just need some more iron golems to spawn. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go, ma'am. Frida 2 really is like coming through at this moment. I can't even see her. Thank you, Frida 2. Yeah, that's... Are you Frida 3 by any chance? Hold on, can I see your prices? Are you Frida 3? I bet that's Frida 3. No, no, I wasn't talking to you. And you're not Frida 3, so you're irrelevant. Irrelevant. Irrelevant, get out of here. Are you Frida 3? Oh my gosh. Emily, welcome in. How's it going? My mom just brought me a sandwich. What kind of sandwich did she bring you? Oh, I got scared that I was gonna hit a villager. Girl, don't come up here like that. Girl, what? Yeah, Diamond. I would have never taken mending for 28 though. I am picky. I'm like, I can do better. I can do better. Even though I probably won't do better, I feel like I still can. Frostwalker, I don't care about that. Wait, are you... Hello. Are you Frida 3? Get out of here. Why are you like this? Come over here. Yeah. Are you Frida 3? turkey and provolone. Oh my gosh, I miss provolone actually. I can never find provolone here in the Netherlands. I want a provolone sandwich so bad. I don't even care what's on it besides provolone. I would actually just eat the provolone. Just put the bread in the provolone and then put it in the toaster at this point. Oh, hello. I'm good. Thank you though. Chat, we have a manual iron farm. And it's me killing the iron columns. I could mail you provolone in like an envelope. Imagine I open a PO box and people are just sending me provolone. Actually, I will say the biggest thing that I miss from the US, like convenience wise, is tampons with an applicator. And for those who know, you know. Because for some reason, that's just like not really a thing here. At least in the Netherlands where I've been able to shop. Like, why is this? Why did I even have to say this sentence out loud? No. Stream lady. So it's like, it's literally just the thing, like, wrapped up. Yeah, no, for sure. It's just, it's probably the plastic. But as a person who, like, not even cardboard, like, we can get cardboard, you know what I mean? How do you put it in? Well, that's a really great... That's a great question. I cry every single time. Yeah, it's so, like, uncomfortable. It's, like, such a weird, uncomfortable thing. Girl, what are we talking about? We don't have applicators with our feminine products in the Netherlands for like certain ones. There are pads as well, which if you are a pad user, you can still use normally. Which I use pads for some days, but some days, I'm sorry, but like some days you just need a tampon. I'm sorry. So, you know, what can you really do? Yeah, no problem, Aurora. No problem. You use the Diva Cup? I have heard good things about the Diva Cup. I am considering taking the plunge to no longer use what I'm currently using. Have a good one, Aurora. Enjoy your lunch. I tried to use once and never again. Pads are my best friend. I wish so, like, on my like lighter days, this is such a TMI conversation, by the way. I'm so sorry that we always are having like these like very real TMI conversations. But on my like lighter days, I can do a pad, but like sometimes, chat, you just need a tampon. All right, I need all animals. All animals to vamoose. If you are an animal, please leave. All right, we need to go make fences. You're a period undie girly? Are period undies good? I've never used one. It's okay, Simi. It's okay. Understandable. For me, it's not about like the width of a tampon. It's that you don't have like, so you know, on like American tampons, like if you have a Tampax or even like the cardboard ones, it just feels like it's a little bit easier of a time. Like the like the fluff can be like so rough. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a like a complaint that maybe not many people have, but I have sensitivity to stuff like that. It just like is so uncomfortable for me. You're good, Simi. You're good. I might try those. I might try those. If you guys say that they're good, I believe you. I might look into it. I think, well, okay, that was the one thing. The times that I visited here, I didn't have my period. And I was just so used to everywhere that I'd ever been before that having, like, my normal. Does that make sense? So that was just something that I did not consider to, like, look into at the stores here. And when I, like, the first, I had a couple of, like, I bought a couple of packs of, like, Tampax to bring with me because I figured, you know, they probably won't have Tampax, but they'll have something. Yeah, and once those were out, I literally, like, sobbed for days. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what are we talking about? No, seriously, Venus. Like, at what point does this end? Like, why did it even start? Okay, first of all, I was born against my will. No one asked me if they could bring me into this world. Second of all, why was I brought in with that? And also I have to pay bills too? Like, are you kidding me? It's too much. It's too much. I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I didn't do anything. All I want to do is read my silly little book and bake my silly little baked goods and paint my silly little pictures. And of course I want to do something productive as well. But I don't want to pay taxes anymore, and I don't want to pay bills. And I don't want to do any of that. And I also don't want to have my period. I'm tired of it. Suing the hospital because I was born against my will. I think that somebody tried to do that recently. I think I remember seeing that on TikTok, that someone tried to do that. Get out, 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 all of you, out. Especially as a PCOS girly. Oh no. I sympathize with that. My mom wouldn't let me and my sister use tampons because she was friends with someone who had toxic shock syndrome, so I grew up low-key scared. Yeah, I had a cousin who had that. I guess her mom didn't teach her. I felt terrible for her because she was also like really, really scared, but her mom like didn't really like tell her about that. And so she had like a really scary experience. She was like in the hospital. She had so much pain. I think I only heard about someone suing their parents for that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I heard about someone suing their parents though for having them against their will. Like they didn't, you didn't ask me to bring me into this world. I get it. I'm not saying I would do it, but I get it. No, why are we all obsessed with going into the one little space that I'm blocking off? I know that there's not a lot of room over here, but you have to understand, okay? That I'm working on it. Okay, this is terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. You know, every single second that we spend here. What is the other thing? Oh, it's the mule. There's more stuff going over here. Oh my gosh. All right, you know what? Fine. I don't care if all of you fall off. I don't care. You all want to be on this side, you can all fall off. How about that? I just want to be a happy little bioluminescent mushroom sporling in the forest. That sounds so peaceful. Just like fully existing as a mushroom fungi. That sounds nice. Yeah, okay, everyone over. Everyone over. Yep. Get over there. Yep. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Armadillo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve that. That was my bad. Can you move? Freaking camels, man. Yeah, come on. That's all right. I got you, buddy. All right. Just a couple animals left. Everyone over here. Everyone over here. That smack was personal. Honestly, I personally hate camels. They aren't even like, okay, so I was playing on a server with my friends. Chat, have you guys ever seen the bug where the camel doesn't stand up when the other person's riding him? So the camel's like sitting down and the person's like scooting like on the camel. I wonder why that could be. I also wonder. No, 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 no. Jeez. The chaos of having this many animals. Right. Oh, the kid. The parrots are still weird. I don't know why they're weird. I'm sorry. I just need them to move. I just need you to move. Nope, get off of me. Nope, get off of me. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Goodness. My bearded dragon eats dandelions? You have a bearded dragon? That's so cool. Wait, how do we do this? Hold on, we got a free cam over here. I always have to look how we did this because I'm so confused all the time. Ah, okay, so like the 5 and then... Sorry, chat. My dog is, you know. Y'all already know. He's a menace. I have a zoo, bearded dragon, parrot, and 3 cats. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have a little bit of a mini zoo ourselves. We have 2 cats and we have a dog. Not really like a zoo, but I feel like it's a zoo. Cleaning up after it feels like it's a zoo sometimes. I won't lie. Especially because all the animals we have are such like super shedders, you know what I mean? Like we have a corgi and then we have two cats and they are both shedders. Wait, how did I do that? How did I do that? Yeah, I just left that open. Shoot. I am silly. How is having a bearded dragon though? Is that nice? I don't know why, but I'm like kind of scared of reptiles. And I know that's probably just some like part of me that has always been like given reptile misinformation or something. But I had a friend that had a snake that like live fed the snake in front of me with no warning. And it like really freaked me out. And I don't know if that's like all reptiles, but I feel like the bearded dragons look so cute. I definitely don't have like the expertise or the place, the space for one, but I feel like they're super cool. But as a person that's a little bit scared of reptiles, I just don't know what to expect. Are they even reptiles? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Never take me seriously, chat, because I don't know. I just say stuff sometimes. I'm just yapping. I love him. I rescued him from an abandoned house. He's so sweet. He loves to sunbathe and his tank is like 95 gallons. Oh, that's sweet. Is he like allowed outside of his tank in your house? Or does he just have like a chill like little space for himself? He eats bugs too, which is so gross, but I feel maternal towards it. So like what do you feed him like normally? Like what's his normal diet? Is he like a grasshopper eater? What do we know? It's all good, buddy. My sister brought home the tiniest frog from church camp and kept him and named him Fred and gave him crickets from the pet store. And one day they didn't have the ones that we usually got. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why I did 10 on this side. Whoops. I'm silly. Is this how we... No. It doesn't go up. That's right. We did this last time, chat. We did this last time. And I was just confused the whole time. And that's why... In conclusion, for this essay, I will say that I'm constantly confused. Hold on, let me get rid of everything that I don't care... well, that I care about. I actually need to make more chests. Are we making a new island? We are, we are. We need one for our crops. So they gave us a size up and we woke up the next morning to a little frog skeleton and 4 live crickets in the terrarium. Oh my gosh, shroom lady, that's terrifying. Oh my god, that poor baby. He's allowed supervised yard time. He eats worms and he has a salad every day, fresh fruit as a treat. And when I have the courage, dubia roaches, which is so gross. Oh yeah. I like reptiles because everyone thinks they're modern dinosaurs, but wrong. They're just silly little funky guys. Modern dinosaurs are the geese and the geese family. No, that's true. I've seen geese and the what they do, that's velociraptor blood. I'm so serious. Canadian geese, chat, those are just velociraptors. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, they genuinely are. They're so cute though, geese? Yeah, geese are all right. Geese are okay, I think. Like, I don't want them near me, but they're all right. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. And then we get 1. I used to get attacked by them going into the office. Oh my gosh, yeah. One time when I was a sophomore in uni, I was on the bus going to my class. It was all the way across campus and it was like an 8 a.m. class. So I was taking the bus, you know. And I'll never forget that I saw a girl slip on the ice because she was running away from geese. And the geese were like pulling at her like bag and like trying to bite her. And like I couldn't do anything but watch from my position on the bus. Like, and I just think about her all the time. Like, I don't know if she's alive. They might have killed her. I don't know. Have a good one, Ayako. I think about her all the time. Geese are angry cobra chickens. That's a very accurate description, I think. They're so pretty though, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that always trips me up about them, is that they're so pretty. And ducks are sweet. Like, I don't know, I've never seen like a mean duck. Maybe they do exist, I'm sure that they do, but ducks are so sweet. And then geese, you're like, oh, they're cute. And then actually, no. They were sent straight from, you know, certain places. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. A friend of mine raises chickens and she loves them. They all have their own names and their own little like feisty personalities. They're super cool. I would love to have chickens one day. I just don't have the space for them in my current house. I feel like we could tell that Frog is tired because they get extra yappy. No, it is getting to be that time where I'm starting to get sleepy. I just say things when I'm like so tired. It's because of their dino ancestors. Ducks were mostly likely herbivore or peaceful herd dinos. Geese, on the other hand, ... You know, I will say I am a Jurassic Park truther. Like, I don't care if that's like not what dinosaurs really looked like. That's my dinosaurs. Does that make sense? But the idea of like a T-Rex having feathers to me is hilarious. Like, actually hilarious. Because I'm trying to think about how Jurassic Park would handle that, like, with their effects. And it just, the idea to me is so funny. I don't even know if I would have, like, been scared if I was in that scenario. Like, what are you gonna do? Cluck at me? You know what I mean? Like, I would be... I would be out there getting eaten because I'm, like, mouthing off at a dinosaur. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, so scary. I never have enough blackstone. I feel like blackstone's the one thing I'm just constantly running out of for these circles. I'm so sorry, by the way, that you guys are in the time slot of me being super, super EP. Monday chat doesn't get EP Frog. Monday chat gets first thing in the morning, bouncing off the walls Frog. No, actually, I'm pretty chill in the morning too. I won't lie. I'm pretty chill all the time. Get out of here. You almost made me say a bad word here on youtube.com. You know I don't like to do that on youtube.com. Yeah, walk away. Walk away. I feel like camels, like, if they just minded their own business for 5 seconds, they'd be a pretty chill mob. But, like, whenever you have a camel around, they always gotta be in the center of everything. Like, I saw on a server the other day, a camel on someone's roof of the house. How did you get up there? And what are you doing up there? Like, what are you trying to do? What is this about? They're just babies? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Why are they bad at leads? I feel like camels should be good at leads. You know who's really good at leads? Llamas. I think we should just start shouting out llamas for being the best at leads. Like, I don't think that they get enough love for that. I think that people hate on llamas too much because of the wandering trader. Meanwhile, llamas are out there just being the best at leads, but the best possible. You know what I mean? Like, they follow each other. They follow in a line. They don't get too lost that often. Like, you know, you gotta check on them every once in a while, of course. But, like, I don't know. A llama on a lead, that's perfection right there. And I feel like camels should have also had the same kind of, like, llama on a lead vibes. Camels are scary in real life. I've never seen a camel in real life. I feel like I would get spit at though. I don't know why. Like I'd just be like, hey. And like behind the person's back that has the camel, I would like flip the camel off, but they would somehow know what that means. Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys ever just like walk into a room where your pet's laying down and just give him the bird? I don't know why, but there's something so funny about that to me. So you don't do that, Lona? Like you've never done that with any of your pets? Okay. So it's just me. All right, I see. No, that's mean. It's not mean. They don't know what it means. I don't have pets to do that too. You do it to Shade though? Okay, so you understand that. You understand the compulsion. Like when you walk by like his desk, you just like give him the bird. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like it's not like an angry give him the bird. It's like a funny give him the bird. You know what I mean? Like you do that, blurry lines? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I used to practice like whenever I get grounded. Like I would flip off the door of my bedroom after my mom left. Like, you know, she was like yelling at me, grounding me, whatever. Like I would stand there and I would like work myself up and like flip off the door like silently, like just like really put like all my power into that flip off. Oh my gosh, chat. I don't know if we're gonna make it the whole time. I am getting EP pops. I need to like adjust my stream time so I can actually stream the full amount of time without like falling asleep. Imagine I just fell off. Like if I started snoring on mic, would you guys be concerned? I think my partner would come wake me up. Wasn't this supposed to be a grass platform? It was gonna be a dirt platform, but I thought, what if we make it out of stone and like we raise up the dirt, then I won't feel like it's gonna burn down, even though I don't think dirt burns. But I'm just terrified of not having things as stone. Do they watch the streams? Yeah, they do. If you see Glagoth in the chat, that's my partner. This feels like lore. I thought you guys already knew that. Sorry. It wasn't like a hidden thing or anything. I thought you guys already knew that. I don't snore though. I feel like I don't snore. And maybe other people in this chat might disagree, but in that case, I would say, why are you telling secrets and also lying? But like I feel like I don't snore as a person. Went to grab cheesy bread and you didn't bring me any? Hello? You're saying that there's cheesy bread over there, but none for Frogcrafting. So you hate me. That's what you're saying. RC, nice to see you. Hope you had a good day, RC. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just we are actually getting here right at the end, of course. RC, I can never, no matter what time slot I stream in, you are always going to be a right at the end of the stream kind of person. Very tiring, but good. Nice, nice. I'm glad it was a good day, even if it was tiring. All right, everyone move. Everyone move. See, all you guys had to do was let me do this. And look, now there's a whole extra new platform over here. Very, very nice. So it's almost even, chat. It's almost even. We just need to make another one on the other side of the nether portal, but I don't know what we're gonna put over there yet. Probably the iron farm. Actually, probably the iron farm will go on the other side. I have a feeling that Dorito got his dramatic attitude from you. No, okay. You don't even understand. Dorito was born to be a drama queen. So after we got him, he was with us for like 9 days or something. And he started having these like pitiful little whines that were like, it sounded like he needed to go out, but like every time we took him out, he wasn't really like going. And I was getting more and more concerned like the longer it went on. So eventually we called the emergency vet line to talk to them about like this is what's happening. He's like lethargic. I'm scared. Like, what do we do? And they were like, call us back in an hour if he's still like this, and then we'll go from there. So we called him back in an hour. He was still like that, but it wasn't really progressively getting worse. And they were like, well, if he's not getting worse, call us back like in another hour if it gets worse, call us back then. Like 30 minutes later, he was like basically like not even like lifting his head up anymore. And I was like, okay, we need to go. Like, I can't, like, I'm scared. Like, we have to go. So we told them like, we are coming to the emergency vet place. And they were like, okay, it's this much, blah, 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 blah. We drive for 45 minutes, chat. It's a 45-minute drive to our emergency vets because it was on a Saturday night, by the way. This little butthole did this on a Saturday night. And, you know, we're waiting in the lobby. Like, I'm like thinking he's gonna like, you know, it's gonna be over, Jover. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. The woman takes him back and does some tests. And this was during COVID, so I had to sit in the waiting room. I wasn't allowed to go in with them because it was like so many people were allowed, blah, 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 blah. Like an hour later, they tell us basically that he had to poop, but he didn't want to. And we had to pay like $500 for an emergency vet visit for us to tell him that he had an upset tummy because he didn't want to poop. There was nothing wrong. It wasn't a blockage. There was nothing wrong. He just didn't want to. How many platforms did you add the streaming? We just added the one. But we also like completely changed out the farm one. It was wood. Like now the nether portal's on. It was all wood, so we changed that out as well. But this one's gonna be the farm one. I had to pay 50 euros once for my doggo's farts. She farted while we were waiting for blood. They charged you for a fart? Okay, that's too much. Like, who's out here charging a dog for a fart? Now that's a little bit much, in my opinion. I'm not saying that the dog should have farted for free or anything. I'm just saying that charging? That's a little bit much. Oh, for the blood tests. For the blood test. Oh, okay, I see. I thought you meant that they were charging you, like, because your dog farted while you were waiting for the blood tests. But the reason that she was sick was just because she needed to fart. Yeah, like I feel like dogs really, if they get an upset tummy, they really like just completely lose it. You know what I mean? They would never be able to handle being lactose intolerant, I'm saying. Lynn Cat, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. I don't think Dorito would be able to handle being lactose intolerant. He loves cheese too much. Now, if you ask me why does he like cheese, Frogcrafting, cheese isn't good for puppies. I agree with you. Now, why does he like cheese? Why does he like cheese? I wonder. I wonder why he likes cheese. Even when I tell my partner, do not give that dog cheese, the second I walk away, he's like sneaking him a little bit. And she was an older lady and she looked so sluggish. I got scared something bad happened. No, same. Like I was so scared for Dorito, especially like at the age he was. I didn't know if something was going to be like seriously wrong. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do. Like I need to find out what's going on. And we'd only had him for like nine days. He was like old enough to be away from his parents, but he was not like super old, chat. I just got so scared for him. And then like a couple years later, Dorito broke his foot and we went back to the same emergency vet because again, it was on a Saturday. We went back to the same emergency vet and they told us that he did not have a broken foot. And I was like, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And they were like, no, he doesn't. Like, he does not have a broken foot. We can tell. And I was like, all right. So then once that Monday came around, we called an emergency appointment with our vet, like our regular vet. And we went in and she initially also said he does not have a broken foot. And I was like, yes, he does. And I promise you this dog has a broken foot. And so she pulled out the x-ray machine and guess who was right, chat? Guess who was right? Me. Frogsy Rafting. Frogsy right. I know my dog. My dog had a broken foot. Frogsy, right? Why couldn't they do the x-ray immediately? So they were, so they would have done the x-ray, but they were really like hemming and hawing about having to do it. They were like, well, it's gonna cost you like $600. Do you really want us to charge you $600 just for us to tell you that he doesn't have a broken foot? We're professionals. And I'm like, I know my dog, like he doesn't, like they were being such like jerks about it that I was like, fine, like don't do it then, like whatever, you know what I mean? And I was like really upset about that actually. When we went back, like after like we went to our normal vet, I was like, those chat, like how could they have known? They didn't test him. You know what I mean? Like they just like played around with his foot, but he was like, I feel like he had like an adrenaline rush because he was in pain. You know what I mean? Like he was so... He was like, he wasn't able to walk very well. Like I could immediately tell as soon as we saw him, because so like the story of what happened that day we didn't know what happened, like, because my partner and I had left him with like a babysitter basically, and it wasn't the babysitter's fault. I think Dorito like got his like foot stuck on something while he was like playing in the babysitter's backyard, and it was no fault of the babysitter. The babysitter was out there too, and he said Dorito yelped once and then like came running over and everything was fine, and then like he laid down and he assumed that he was in like a little bit of pain, but like otherwise he was like pretty normal. But by the time we got back from like the festival, I was like, no, this is not normal. Like the way, like I cannot describe to you guys the way that Dorito came running over or like hobbling over to me. Like he never normally does that, and I was like, I immediately looking at him, I was like, something is very, very wrong. Like what happened? And so like we weren't upset with anything, or you know, anything. Like obviously accidents happen, like, and this person has always taken such great care of our dog. Like I was more like upset that like the veterinary care that we had was like so poor. And they were basically trying to like say that his paw wasn't broken from just like touching around his paw. And like I understand like dogs will usually act a certain way when like they're hurt. Like I'm totally with that, but like I don't know, I just feel like they didn't really know, and I felt like they didn't take us seriously. You know what I mean? I felt like we weren't taken seriously at all. Yeah, every dog can be different, 1000%. Like no two dogs are gonna have the same reaction to anything. And a lot of times like dogs will try, like all animals will try to like hide that they're in pain from you. That's just how animals are. Like, and I wasn't even trying to like overreact or anything. I was being like really, really level-headed. I just knew something was wrong. And they gave us like basically like dog ibuprofen for him for like 1 or 2 days, and then so we went to our vet, and she at first also said he's not having a broken paw, and I was like, okay, well I want the x-ray done. How much is it? Because he was still not acting like his normal self, chat. And she was like, it's you know, X amount, which was, it was a way better price, I will say, way better price at our normal vet. So that's good at least. But at the same time, I was still like really, really upset that it didn't get taken seriously at the other place. You know what I mean? But it was broken. It was broken. I knew it. And I gloated to my partner. I was like, I knew it. You all thought I was wrong, and I knew it. I knew it. And he was like, okay, like calm down. I was like, but I knew it. I knew it. I did. No. This was a couple of years ago. It was when it was a while ago. Dorito's good. He's more than healed up now, chat. And trust me, you could not get him to stop sprinting around at this point. All right. There we go. I didn't like that design we had in there at first. I had to like swap it. But I do think if we made trapdoors, like it could go along the side of here and look a little bit better, a little bit tidier. Yeah, no. Dorito's good. I can't remember when this was. This was like in like 2022? when this happened, so it was a while ago, chat. All good now. Going EPs now? Yeah, no problem, Ishni. Have a good one. Sleep well, lovely. I'm also going to be going to bed here in a second. It is almost ending time. I actually did make it the whole time today. I did not think I was going to make it because I was a little bit EP pops. But honestly, we were so close to putting in all of the farmland. Oh my gosh, I have really hecked this up. Why did I put it out so far on that side? Oh my gosh, okay, wait. I have to fix this now. No, I'm not going yet. I'm going in a minute. Don't tell mom, but I have my DS under my pillow and she's not gonna know unless you guys tell her because she can't hear the Super Mario music that's on my DS. She can't hear that. But if you guys tell her, she'll know. So don't tell her, okay? I'm supposed to be asleep right now. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's better. Simi, oh my gosh. I love that Simi has been like live reacting to Akatar while the stream's been going on. It's been like I've been loving the reactions. All right, chat. We finished our little farm area today. We also upgraded our this other wooden platform, so all of the platforms are finally done. I did want to rebuild the other thing today, but we did not get to that because I severely underestimate the amount of brain power that I have for 3 hours. But I want to thank you guys all for coming to the stream today and for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me while we had some very, very interesting talks about everything from tampons to tampon in Akatar. So, I mean, there's that. But thank you guys so much for being here. Next time we'll on Monday stream, I'll make the Monday crew help me sort out all that stuff. You know what I mean? We don't do that. We don't sort on the Wednesday stream. But thank you guys so much for the vibes, for the channel memberships, for the hanging out today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you are not in the Discord and you want to join the Discord, !Discord. And don't forget that on Saturday at 7 p.m. for Central European time, 1 p.m. for Eastern time, we are watching Your Name with the Discord. So if you guys are interested in watching Your Name, we'll be watching it in Japanese with English subtitles. If you want to join in, feel free to join in, and you can even join the event at the top of Discord to get a notification and a reminder when it's going live. But thank you guys so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your days and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and do something positive for yourself tomorrow, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. Something that's on your to-do list that you got to get done, something for someone else. Do something positive for yourself tomorrow, all right?